Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. guys. It's Thursday, guys. We're gonna do some courtroom madness today, right?
You can't handle the truth.
Hey guys, did you see JD Vance said all he called Kamala Harris like a wine drinking cat lady? Oh man! And then all these chicks are on Twitter.
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch!
Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Guys, what an interesting time to be alive, man. Rajai Gamer, what's going on, man? What is going on? Give me a minute. There it is. Whiteout's here. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. David's here. Adam's here. What's going on, guys? Good to see you all. Let's see here, guys. Okay. So, guys, let's start. So, I was gonna do some more chicks not paying their child support. C. Smith, man, good. Hey, welcome, man. Good to see you here. Thanks for the support, guys. I am still trying to hit 9,000 subs by the end of the month. I don't know if I'll be able to, but hey, it's a goal. Wintrell, man, what's going on, my friend? Hold on. What's going on, my friend? Now, guys, isn't there a Vice City remake, right? I mean, like HD remaster. I think I need to get that and play through it because I like Vice City. San Andreas is good too, but I like the whole '80s movie with you, Trevor. What's up, man? All right, guys, let me pull up this first clip here. Where were we? Okay. Now we're gonna look at some chicks begging for mercy from the court today. Okay.
Relation here.
Coming up with every single excuse in the book. And guys, we might even see. I hope Jameson. I can call him because Jameson's favorite judge actually does the right thing, which is absolutely insane. He actually rules in favor of the man, right? But so guys, look at this knucklehead right here. Let's go.
Is there any way I could please request house arrest? I will do whatever. I swear to you. I'm begging you. I will do whatever I have to do. Please don't make me do it.
This is in the District Court of Butler County, Kansas, case entitled State of Kansas versus Victoria Lorraine Williams. Case number 2024 CR 28. Victoria Lorraine Williams now appears at a court security monitored Zoom location at the Butler County Judicial Center. Ms. Williams, you are late.
Sorry, there was a couple of people in front of me with walkers that he was having to scan and all of that with the metal thingy.
Look at the judge's face. He's like, sorry, I was late because of some insert excuse. He looks at her like, what?
You couldn't have arrived a few minutes early to make sure you got checked in and in place by your scheduled time?
Sorry, Your Honor. I thought 3 minutes was enough. I'm sorry.
Look at the judge, dude. What time is it, dude? He must be just had a couple of absolute nutcases so far already. But look at him just shaking his head.
Before the court at this time for further hearing in regards to warrant to show cause alleging certain probation violations. Record that this matter was continued over from the date of July the 16th due to Ms. Williams not appearing at the Judicial Center. The allegations before the court are failing to report as directed, failing to pay as directed, failing to obtain a drug and alcohol evaluation.
Dante, yeah, dude. Joseph looks like he's a frequent flyer for Dunkin' Donuts, dude. Look at that, dude. Guys, I would say this. If you're going to have any profession where you have to wear a shirt and tie or a suit, you have to be in shape. There's nothing worse than a
Yeah.
But there's a guy with this many chins trying to wear a shirt and tie. Oh, Mr. Joseph Favre, do you have anything to add?
Cool, yeah, Maya's cool.
C. Smith, man, I think she did just roll out of bed, man. Seriously, everyone in this Zoom call looks like crap.
In 60 days.
But hey, it's Kansas, you know? Gregory, what's going on, my friend?
Completing the recommendations and failing to submit to random but reasonable urinalysis as directed, as alleged by Ryan Smith, the supervising court services officer who is present on this meeting with us. What are your clients'
So guys, think of the hubris here. I don't know what crime this woman did, but she got off easy. All she had to do was do her required stuff for the court, and she couldn't even bother to do that clown world.
desires regarding these allegations, Mr. Favre?
Your Honor, in regards to the allegations, Ms. Williams will stipulate and waive right to an evidentiary hearing.
All right. Ms. Williams, your attorney has made an announcement. You now intend to waive any due process hearing that you'd otherwise be entitled to, where the state would have the obligation of proving these allegations by preponderance of the evidence. You can challenge the state's evidence with the assistance of your lawyer, Joseph Favre, present your own evidence, confront the state's witnesses unless good cause was shown, and among other lesser remedies, the court could consider an outright revocation of your probation and having you serve the...
Colin, Gregory, Jameson, Dante, guys. If you had a choice between three equally qualified lawyers, all right, male lawyers, okay, because we're not going to talk about women's sizes, right? If you could choose between someone that's this big, a normal sized guy, or a fit guy as your lawyer, who would you choose?
The fit guy, of course.
Thank you very much. Guys, do you want to explain why in the comments? You know what I'm saying?
Because if the guy can take care of himself, he's going to take care of you.
You know what, Colin? You're going to get yourself a round of applause. You know what I mean? It's true. Discipline, structure. You know what I'm saying? And if he can do enough, yes, Dante says fit. Yeah, he says a round of applause. Yep. Greg says, did Ryan go down on Smurfing? Because his beard looks blue. Fuck you guys. Oh man, you guys. Oh man, you know what's funny? There's a couple times where you guys are making me laugh in comments, and by the end of the stream, like the collar of my shirt's all sweaty from laughing. You know, guys. Honestly, I've said this once. I'll say it again. Billy Beers, man, how the heck are you been? Good to see you, man. Steve, what's going on, man? Guys, like I said, I like making videos, but I like the live parts the best. So I hope to get to the point in the channel where we can do a lot more live streams. You know what I'm saying? Where you know, 2, 3, 4 videos a week, but more live streams. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my favorite part. And then what I want to do is see if later on I can get someone to clip my live streams, because going back through and clipping stuff is just a lot. It's a lot of work, especially for a 2.5, 3 hour live streams. So
remaining balance of your sentence locked up. Do you understand these things?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you now waive a hearing in this case and stipulate and agree that you committed the violations as the court?
I think the only, and I would also so if I was in the South, I would want to have like the southern, like backwoods Louisiana, Alabama. I do declare, lawyer. You know what I'm saying? He comes in with the suspenders and the bow tie. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude you want to hold you down in a court in the South. You know what I'm saying? He's got that foghorn leghorn accent. I said, I'm here to help you, boy.
That's a good point, actually.
Oh, seriously, those guys know their way. They usually know everyone in the town, know all the judges, know all of that stuff. So, guys, I always drop the link to join in the Discord. Guys, we do have a Discord. I haven't opened it up yet. I think I actually might do that by the end of the year, open up the Discord. Right now, I have it for those that are in the lives, so you can get it in the live stream of the link, and the link expires in 6 hours. So, guys, make sure to join the Discord, man. We have a lot of fun in here, because I always drop the link to the lives in the Discord first. So the first 20 to like 35 minutes or 45 minutes will always be for Discord members first. Okay.
You have summarized earlier.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court finds that the defendant has waived her right to a hearing and stipulates and agrees that she committed the numerous violations that the court had read off earlier. The court does find that these are substantial and material violations of the terms and conditions of this defendant's probation. We'll now turn to a dispositional phase of this hearing. I'll ask for recommendations from various persons, starting with Amber Norris on behalf of the state of Kansas.
War Skull, what's up, man? What's going on? Let me see what I can give War Skull for a sound effect. Let's see. You know what? I'll just give him the. That'll be you from now on, War Skull. Oh man.
Thank you, Your Honor. Defendant has been on probation as of March 11th.
Yes.
Of this year.
Gregory, you are correct. Yeah. Guys, anything we're supposed to be professional, like to show that you are that you are top of your class, top of your field, where someone's supposed to put some trust in you, right? Being overweight, there's no excuse. Doctors, lawyers, surgeons, I would even say like, top level salesmen. If you have like a construction company, all the guys, your front office should be in shape. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that deals with the public,
Being supervised by court services. Your Honor, I did have opportunity, obviously, to read the warrant and then also the request for revocation that Mr. Smith provided. And, Your Honor, it seems that he's basically, I think, been having problems from the beginning.
You think?
The reporting, either rescheduling, being late.
Is this her lawyer? Guys, I don't want to be represented by this knucklehead on the right.
It seems to be a bit of an issue. And then she was to have an evaluation in a certain period of time, and she basically...
No, this is her lawyer. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the prosecutor.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Even even though she's dressed like freaking Beetlejuice or a referee with this shirt she has on.
Lied to her court services officer not once but twice about just the scheduling of said evaluation, not even the actual whatever it says she needs, whether be treatment or no treatment. And so we're still basically where we were in March when the court first sentenced her regarding that particular condition. And it also appears that she's not going to be cooperative when it comes to UAs. As Mr. Smith made some requests, and she had multiple excuses why it was that she could not provide a UA at the time that he made the request.
Them drugs.
Which made sense after the not scheduling the appointments or not scheduling the evaluations and lying.
Yeah, Adam, she is the prosecutor. Yeah, she doesn't look very professional, and she doesn't look like she's just like there, like interested in all,
Smith about them seemed, rather suspicious. I not sure how successful she
said it. Is the lawyer in his car, maybe in the drive-thru?
Well, definitely in the car, but yeah, probably in the drive-thru.
Oh, guys, he's at Popeyes. Oh, man.
She's going to be able to be on probation if she can't report in a timely manner. But really, I think probably her biggest issue is it doesn't seem like she can be honest with Mr. Smith or whoever is supervising her and follow their instruction. So that's certainly going to make it hard for her to be successful and complete probation. Her underlying sentence, Your Honor, is 6 months. I don't believe she has any jail time credit. I believe she at least deserves a sanction, but I probably have to agree with Mr. Smith's assessment, at least some of the information
so
that he
for all
provided.
you guys that just came in, this knucklehead on the upper left, she's gonna be begging for mercy in the court here soon, because she hasn't been doing any court ordered drug rehab or anything for her court. So she probably robbed the place, all the usual stuff that comes for being a junkie, right? Prostitution, robbing stuff, assaulting, mugging, and they let her off on probation, and she hasn't done anything at all. So now she's back in court for violating.
That based on the violations that he's seeing, that she be revoked and be ordered to serve her underlying sentence if she's not going to be compliant with probation. Not sure where else we can go at this point. And I don't have any further recommendations for the court, and I don't believe the court would need to address, well, since it was pled as a misdemeanor, I don't believe this court needs to address additional attorney's fees.
Very well, Ms. Norris. I want to make sure that the defense has an opportunity to respond to any statements made essentially in support of sanctioning in this case. So I want to address Ryan Smith, the court services officer at this time. I think that you made your position known
what
in the paperwork that you filed with the court, essentially that this may be a case for consideration of an outright revocation, Mr. Smith.
Ooh.
But has there been any change in this defendant's performance on probation after you filed this warrant to show cause, which perhaps puts this situation in a different light?
Dude, Dante's on fire today, dude. He's Favre is the Hamburglar's lawyer.
Your Honor, rather than just a short statement of yes or no, I will tell the court that after our hearing on July the 16th, she was ordered to contact me, and she did. And part of that phone call was her asking me to give her a chance to not ask that she serve her underlying sentence, and that she could do the probation. And we kind of made a deal that I may change my recommendations if she would show me that she is going to be successful. I don't have anything at all. I haven't spoken to her since that date, showing that she's scheduled an evaluation, completed an evaluation, made a payment on her case. I don't know if she's clean or sober. So, Your Honor, based on our last conversation and no proof of anything, my position has not changed.
Very well, Mr. Smith. Mr. Favre, your recommendations to the court?
Judge, we are asking the court consider giving Miss Williams a sanction here. Miss Williams has obviously had a rough start to her probation. There's no doubt of that. It's been outlined very well by Mr. Smith. She informs me that she has gotten her drug and alcohol scheduled. She did not give me the specific details of that, but she does tell me that since her conversation with Mr. Smith, she got her drug and alcohol evaluation scheduled. I was under the impression she had given that information to Mr. Smith, although apparently not. She also has informed me that she has letters verifying her employment. And I am again, I was informed that she had turned that into Mr. Smith, so I guess that is maybe not accurate. I do know that Miss Williams does work. She's a home health care worker.
That's
in addition
to
to working other odd jobs where she does construction and other rehabilitation type work. We asked the court to consider giving her a little bit more time to get this right. It is her first time up on probation violation here, and I think she does have a job where she takes care of an elderly gentleman. It's one of her duties, and he has an appointment on the 31st of July that she has coverage until that time, but she would like to be able to be released by then to take him to his appointment in Kansas City and do the things she needs to do to keep employed. So that would be our request at this time.
Very well. At this time, the court will address the defendant, Victoria Lorraine Williams, and I'll ask her personally. Does she have any statements that she wishes to make?
Let's see what this knucklehead has to say, guys.
Anything further that
Nothing
she would like
good
to
can
present
come
to
out
the
of her
court?
mouth. Watch.
Yes, Your Honor.
Dude, her voice is deeper than mine. Yes, Your Honor.
You were waving some papers around earlier. Let's start off with
Here we
those.
go. Guys, she stopped by Kinko's. She got her manila folder, guys.
I did obtain the employment verification letters to give to Ryan, and I spoke with South Central Mental Health. I got my application, my insurance and everything turned in to do my drug and alcohol evaluation with them. She has not responded yet with a date on it, but everything has been filed, my insurance and everything was taken care of. I'm just waiting on a date from her. I was supposed to hear from her this morning. I have not yet, so on that. I do ask, I did get a rough start to my probation. It was a lot going on, and there's no excuse in the world.
I'm a very dramatic person, all naturally, boss. I just found out I had herpes. My man broke up with me, and I just got burned $250. That's it.
Make for screwing up. I mean, I did it. I'll be the first to admit it. But it's like I asked Ryan, please allow me another opportunity to prove myself that I can do this, that I will do this. I don't have a choice. I have too much riding and too many people depending on me right now to be screwing up and doing this stupid shit. Pardon my French, Your Honor.
Who is depending on you?
Both my daughters. One just had a second baby.
no.
I babysit her.
Ugh.
Both my daughter's kids while they work.
Of course.
I reside with Curtis Westbrook. He's got congestive heart failure and he's got amyloidosis, which is a death sentence for him. So it's taking care of him in his home and getting him to doctor's appointments, managing his meds. I mean, literally being there for him for everything. I mean, he has mobility issues. He's got a lot going on, and the life expectancy of somebody with amyloidosis is 4 months to 7 years. He's got it in his liver and his heart, so he's not looking at long.
Isn't it funny how all these knuckleheads that all these 304s when they get caught doing something, they always say that someone has cancer. You know what I'm saying? Please, that's no excuse.
I just don't. I can't turn my back on him, and I don't want to leave him high and dry. So I'd ask the courts to please consider that when making their decision.
Very well, Ms. Williams. When one looks at the sentencing journal entry in this case, I suppose you could construe it to be a sentence for probation. And that's essentially one of the orders that the court made. But Ms. Williams, really what the sentencing order was 6 months in the county jail.
I know.
You
6
are given
months.
the opportunity for an alternative to actually serving that 6 months in the county jail by completing probation and its requirements. You were so inspired to be given that opportunity that you basically didn't do anything. While I realize that the charge in this case that led to conviction ultimately was possession of drug paraphernalia with residue, essentially, as the court recalls, the court wanted to take a rehabilitative approach in your case. In other words, make sure that if you had any substance abuse issues, that those got addressed and addressed early on in your probation period. Therefore, this court specifically ordered that you had to have your drug and alcohol evaluation completed within 60 days. So you didn't take that seriously at all.
Yep.
You did get it scheduled within 60 days. You haven't started with any type of therapy or counseling or educational
Of course
program
not.
because you don't even have your assessment done yet. And yet we're past 4 months from your sentencing date and you still haven't done it. But today you come in and say, well, I've at least scheduled it now. Well, it's a little bit too late, Ms. Williams, because here's the thing. Either you choose to do the probation or you choose to do the jail time.
Yep.
It's not the court's decision here. Not really. It was yours.
Yep.
You had full control over whether you stayed in the community or not. You just said, I'm just going to blow this off and I'll get away with it. I think you were confident that you could just not do anything that you were specifically ordered by this court to do, and yet nothing was going to happen to you.
Yep.
No, that's not
Wrong.
true.
Wrong. So what did you do, Victoria? If you want me to give you another chance, just tell me what you did within the first 4 months of your probation that should give this court any reason to believe that you could successfully complete.
I'm starting to like this.
You want me to be completely honest with you?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing. I did report. That's
You
it.
did report?
I did report. That's about, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been under so much stress and
Oh,
so much
please.
hanging over me, and I kind of gave up for a minute. I really did. But I got my job back. I got going back in the good grace.
Here come the tears, guys.
Yeah.
Please.
This is with my kids. I get to watch my grandbabies now.
Not for long.
Yeah, I made the drug and alcohol evaluation. Yeah, but it's like you said, maybe it is too little, too late. But all I can say is at least I'm trying now. At least I'm putting one
least I'm
foot
trying
forward
now.
to get it done and get it done correctly.
Why did it take a probation revocation proceeding to make that happen?
Yeah,
in
good
your
point.
own mind?
Good question.
You did not take this court's sentencing orders seriously enough? So now,
I
4 months
did.
later, it's like, lo and behold, I get it now. I could go to jail for this. Then you all of a sudden want to make a commitment.
Yo, we got to give this guy a round of applause.
Yeah.
That I thought you made at time of sentencing, Victoria.
And
And then
thought
you did not
so-
take any part of this case seriously. You didn't take any part of the probation seriously. It was just like, I'm in a rough time right now, so therefore I don't have to do this.
I mean, I didn't say that I didn't have to do it. I did report to him, but it's like I said, I'd given up. I mean, there was just so much hanging on me and over me that I gave up. I really did. But then I got my bounce back, and I'm trying. I'm getting everything legally dealt with, and I'm back. I got my job. I'm going. I can do this.
Please.
I really can. I got my.
I just wish
I got
you
it
would have
together
showed this
now.
court and your probation officer that you could.
And that's what I'm
Saying
asking for.
it is one thing, doing it is another.
That's true.
And that's exactly right. You're that couldn't be any more truer. But that's why I'm asking for a second chance.
Okay.
This is my first revocation, so I'm asking for another chance.
My
please.
first revocation.
I don't know how many
There shouldn't have been one in the first place.
chances you think you get.
Woo!
This court is of the opinion that when you were placed on an outright probation at time of sentencing, that was your chance.
Yep.
There is no magic number of times you get to come back and get a minor sanction or a little slap on the wrist
Dude, this
and get
judge
another
is the
chance.
man.
This court would have to have some reason to believe that you can be 100% successful on your probation program, and the court has no such confidence. Therefore, the court will enter an order at this time, having found substantial and material violations of just about every important aspect of her probation. Court will enter an order outright revoking the probation of Victoria Lorraine Williams at this time, ordering her into custody to serve any remaining balance of the original 6-month sentence
Look at
was
that.
imposed.
Look at that, guys. You go to jail. You're going to jail.
In this case, I will inform Ms. Williams that she does have a right to seek misdemeanor parole under Kansas statutory law. The court does order that the sentencing journal entry in this case that stems from today's hearing does reflect the appropriate number of jail time credit days that she's previously earned, if any. Because of the court's incarceration order, no additional fees will be assessed for her legal services in this case. However, anything that was previously owed is still owed, and if it hasn't already been sent to collections, the court declares it to be immediately due and payable and collectible, and can be sent to collections for further handling.
Look at her crying.
Does order, the court at this time orders Ms. Williams to the custody of the Butler County Sheriff's Office until she can be taken to the jail to serve the remaining balance of her sentence. Ms. Williams, you wanted to address the court one more time?
Yes, please.
Here we go.
For Curtis's health and well-being, is there any way I could please request house arrest? I will do whatever. I swear to you, I can't leave him. He will literally die. I can't do that. I'm begging you. I will do whatever I have to do. I will do whatever. Please don't make me have to leave him. He's here with me today.
Your security officer who's with you, Ms. Williams, is a very fair man. If I would suggest to him that you be allowed to make a phone call to perhaps set up substitute care or to let someone know what your situation is, I think he will accommodate that. Because I think under that situation, you should be allowed to make a call and let someone know what your situation is, which is essentially long-term incarceration.
Please,
Okay.
Mr. Ricky, please consider house arrest, please.
I've considered it. I
Here with
reject the
me.
notion that your
Here with
request is
me.
rejected. Your request is rejected.
No, Mr. Favre, what are you doing? Help me.
Right here, guys. She didn't do anything she was supposed to do. Got every single chance in the book and still messed it up.
Just like a woman.
Now she's, help me, please. Help me, please.
Mr. Ricky, please.
Normally, I'm addressed as judge or your
I'm
honor.
sorry, Your Honor.
He said, you're gonna address me as judge, dang it. Oh, no.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I'm just freaking out. Please consider house arrest. Please.
Judge,
I'm begging you.
Judge,
All right,
I will.
Victoria, I just wish that you would have taken this case as seriously before as you apparently do now.
Yep.
Please, Your Honor, I'm begging you for a second chance.
All right.
Please.
I do want to give defense
You
counsel
already
an
had
opportunity
a
to address the
second
court. I think
chance.
he wanted that opportunity. Mr.
Judge,
Favre?
I will say Miss Williams, has been very open about her lack of progress in this case, and not everybody is as open about that. I also will confirm that I have seen and met her grandchildren on the hearings and meetings we've had. She has been babysitting them. I know she provides a substantial care role for them. So her incarceration does impact more than just her. And
Look
we
at her
asked for
crying. She said,
You motherfucker, are you happy? You fucking prick, are you happy?
you need to call me Judge Ricky.
You should fucking rot in hell, you bastard.
consider allowing her house arrest or a modification of sentence of some kind. She does have a lot of things in the fire, despite her lack of progress. She does have a lot of
Jessica's here. Brent, dude, no. Honoris is the prosecutor. The chick on the upper right, she's the prosecutor. She just looks like she can't be bothered. She looks like she went on a lunch bender. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, she looks like she just rolled out of bed.
irons in the fire in her life.
I do understand your request, Mr. Favre, and
I just don't care.
I have no doubt that everything you're saying is true.
Please.
But when you have those kind of stakes involving other people
Yep.
in your life, I would think that you would take your probation even more seriously.
Facts. So, babe, basically, he's saying,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Someone who doesn't have those
This
responsibilities.
is exactly what needs to be happening more and more often. Is that the kids, the grandkids, whoever this elderly person that she's in charge of. No, what this judge is doing, she is doing all of those people a favor by taking this monster out of their lives.
facts. Yep, it's true. That is so true, man. And I don't feel bad for her, guys, because you know what? If this was a guy, do you guys think that he would have gotten this chance?
Oh no.
Nope. They'd have buried him under the jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Victoria only today takes her probation seriously.
No,
Yep.
Your Honor, I swear to you. Please. Please.
I
Your
understand Mr. Favre's request
Honor. Please.
and your advocacy on your client's behalf, but
Please.
the court is not going to change its previous order.
No, please, Ricky.
Yeah.
Please. Please don't make me do it. Please.
All
You'll
right.
die.
Nothing you say is going to change my order at this time.
He's here.
Please.
Can you talk to him?
I'm ordering him. I'm ordering Victoria into custody.
They just cut her off the screen. That is hilarious.
And she has left the meeting, it would appear.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I think the court has already entered all of its orders and rulings. Ms. Norris, I know that you'll appropriately document them through journal entry. Anything further for the record, Mr. Favre?
So yeah.
Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor.
The Williams matter will be in recess at this time, and the meeting may be ended for all.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna do two more of these, but there was one of them that was shorter than the other one, and then we'll do the longer one, and then we'll actually look at the other judge, Jameson's favorite judge, and I think that he's gonna actually do the right thing for once. Look at this knucklehead right here, guys, and make sure, guys, to drop a like on the stream. I'd appreciate that. Guys, please head over to my locals, guys. Thanks for all you guys that are over there. I will be going live tomorrow there. What?
Jameson, he's like, that judge was like, I'm the king, bitch.
Dana Craig, what's going on, my friend? Garrett Grant, man, how'd you sneak in here? What's up, dude? Good to see you. All right, let's see here. Let's go to this one right here.
How much money do I need to get out of here?
Are you?
That's how we're starting things today, guys. You remember Unhappy Gilmore? Let me out of here.
Wendy Scott.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I get a glass of warm milk? It helps put me to sleep. What I can get get you as a glass. Shut the hell up. You see this name tag? You're in my world now, Granny.
Ms. Scott. Former
Steve is here. What's going on, man? Old school glass. Good to see you. Mauser Cat, what's going on? Mr. Excelsior, what's going on, guys? Good to see you guys.
charges have been filed against you by the county attorney's office for kidnapping, mistreatment of a dependent adult, criminal threat, aggravated robbery.
Kidnapping and aggravated robbery. Yo. Who's this chick? Scarface over here? Like, what is going on? What is she, Nino Brown and this bad boy? What is going on here? Guys, this
You better get the race card out for this one.
Oh yeah, we got this. This is the reincarnation of Biggie Smalls and this bad boy, right?
Theft and resisting or interfering with law enforcement.
Of course.
The most serious offense.
Pretty sure Gamer said, "That's a woman." Oh no! Look at that. Oh yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
You have two of them. Two level.
Guys, this is Gloctavia Jenkins over here. Okay.
3-person felonies. It's alleged in count 1 that on or about the 20th day of July 2024 in Butler County, Kansas, that you did then and there unlawfully take or confine a person, to wit, Beverly Jean Zilke, accomplished by force or theft or deception with the intent to facilitate flight or commission of a crime, to wit, aggravated robbery. It's a violation of law under KSA 21-5408A2. In count 2, you're charged that on or about the 20th day of July 2024 that you did knowingly inflict physical injury or unreasonable confinement or punishment upon a dependent adult or an elder person, to wit, that's what's known as mistreatment of a dependent adult or elder. It is a level 5-person felony if convicted. The sentencing range is anywhere from 31 months up to 136 months with the Department of Corrections, depending on your criminal history, and a $300,000 fine. On the level 3 charges of robbery, aggravated robbery, and kidnapping, the sentencing range is 55 months up to 247 months with the Department of Corrections, depending on your criminal history. If convicted, any level 3 offenses are presumptive prison, and up to a $500,000 fine. Count 3 is a level 9, so it's on the lower end of the grid. Severity levels are 1 through 10, 1 being the highest, 10 being the lowest. A level 9 offense is 5 months up to 17 months with the Department of Corrections. It's alleged that on or about the 20th day of July 2024, you threatened to commit violence against Beverly Jean Zilke. The aggravated robbery alleges that you unlawfully and knowingly took a gray 2024 Nissan Altima from the person or presence or house of...
Of course, it had to be an Altima, right? Wouldn't be a B-dub without an Altima.
by force or threat of bodily harm. You threatened to shoot her and drag her from the causing injury, and that you inflicted bodily harm in the course of said robbery. So that's why it's charged as an aggravated robbery. It carries sentences, I indicated, of 55 months up to 247 months with the Department of Corrections.
Damn.
Then it's also alleged that on the 20th day of July that you did unlawfully obtain or exert unauthorized control over Ms. Purse, the contents, and her small dog, Chloe.
Yeah, that's crazy. She took the dog, guys. Look at that. What kind of evil person takes someone's dog? Look at that, man.
When she basically didn't want you to, she didn't give you permission.
I have none of this.
What do you, does the defendant have anything to say for themselves?
Silly Jedi! Silly Jedi!
Oh man, look at that.
Ma'am, I have none of this. I just basically talked to the detective. I have none of this stuff.
Okay. Count 6 says that you falsely reported to law enforcement false information to influence or impede or obstruct an officer's official duty or investigation.
She did all the dirt, guys.
If convicted, that's a level 9 felony as well, 5 months to 17 months with the Department of Corrections. The theft is a misdemeanor if convicted, of up to 1 year and a $2,500 fine. The rest are all felonies. Judge Ricky is your assigned judge.
Oh, snap. So she's going to be in front of the other judge that we just saw. Guys, she is cooked. She is cooked. Judge Ricky's going to say, "Get over here." Dude, she's cooked. She is cooked. Guys, I'm going to start looking for Judge Ricky videos. All right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me write his name down. Let me do this. Put this in my notes here.
Yeah, that guy, he don't play around.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's pretty cool.
He has established a court date for you of August 12th at 2:30. What is the recommended bond?
Judge, beyond just the level of charges, the defendant is most definitely a C, but possibly a B on the grid. The recommendation will be $100,000 cash surety.
Sir, I just personally talked to the detective. He said he was going to talk to the DA. I was not this. Okay.
I don't want you saying anything. I want you to talk to an attorney.
She's gonna probably say, "I was innocent. I wasn't even there, guys."
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Clown world.
Please, I'm going to go ahead since such a high bond has been requested, and you have what's reportedly a fairly high criminal history.
Ooh.
I'm going to appoint counsel for you. Jim Watts is who you'll start with. If there are problems or he has a conflict or something, he can find an attorney or ask me to appoint a Wichita attorney. But you're going to start with Jim Watts, and he does come to the
Tell you guys, this is the number one. There's a couple things. Well, okay. I would say that there's 2 things in your life. I know that most of us are a little older. Most of us here are in our 30s, 40s, or 50s, right? The majority of my audience is 35 and up. But for any young guys watching this, I would say there's 2 points in your life where you know that you're an adult. Okay, number one, when you realize exactly how much your time is worth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should know by your, I would say, mid to late 20s, at least late 20s at the latest, how much your time is worth. Number two, that your mom and dad, you might love them to death, but they're just people, right? That make mistakes and mess up just like everyone else does. You take their advice into consideration, but they're not your mommy and your daddy anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how many men and women I know who still have their moms and dads, shame them and influence other lives and all this other stuff, right? But for men specifically, number three, guys, when you finally steel yourself to the effects of women's tears, okay? When you finally do that, you remember on The Grinch where his heart got bigger at the end, Colin? Remember on The Grinch?
No, I never saw that.
But you saw like the animated one? I don't know. Well, his heart got guys, our hearts need to get smaller. Because right now, guys, no woman's tears affects me at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't move me at all. No way.
Yeah.
And then number four, guys, the number one thing, do not let anyone shame you.
Yeah.
Do not let anyone shame you, guys. Don't tell them, if you were a real man, you should blank. You should give that woman a ride home. You should help that woman change her tire. If some chick decides to lie to you about birth control, you gotta man up and do that. You don't have to do a damn thing at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see. Steve says, add Officer Olga. I have a list of Officer Olga videos, so I gotta find where I put those. So thanks for the reminder, man. I appreciate that.
Hey,
Seriously.
AJ.
Garlic croutons, dude.
What are you saying?
Oh no, AJ, I was gonna add a fifth thing. Is just speaking from personal experience, as you know, I've kind of alluded to in the past. Number 5 for men, put your own mother at arm's length.
Yes. Yes.
Only because mothers, they fall into their own unique category. Because so many men, even if they get red pilled, so many men will still put themselves in that prison of believing that, oh, hey man, what kind of a-hole doesn't take care of their own mom? No. Once you get to your, like you said, once you get to your, mid to late 20s, your mother, you start treating her like any other, female creature out there.
Yeah. And none of this.
Always was a black queen, mama.
Guys, because here's the thing. There's a saying that I always say. I never asked to be born.
Yeah.
Well, your mother carried you for 9 months and she didn't baby delete you. I never asked to be born.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't owe anyone anything. Honestly. Unless you've proven to be, like I said, a friend, you know what I mean? Even an acquaintance, fine. That's fine. But, guys, that's another trap to don't fall into. Guys, if you have family members that are screwing you over, they're not your family, dude. Blood is thicker than water. No, it's not. No, it's not, guys. Not if you have a junkie sister, an alcoholic brother, a manipulative mom. Get out of there, man. Guys, let's go back in time. Let's get the flux capacitor and go back in time. So I knew this guy. He was a cool dude, and I knew him back when I lived in San Antonio, and he was a former drill sergeant in the Army, and then he had gone to work for this company, and then during the 2008 crash, he lost his job or whatever. But his wife was a young Hispanic girl, a young Mexican girl from San Antonio, who had like 5 sisters. All of her sisters had kids young, dropped out of school, whatever. So she was the only one that was successful out of all of them. But her family kept worming their way into their business, right? So when they had moved from Colorado back to San Antonio, they bought a house, and they already had a daughter, and they had their bedroom, their daughter's room, an office, and a gym. No, their room, their daughter's room, an office slash gym. I remember, guys, because I used to work at a food stamp office. I did the pregnancy Medicaid for her youngest sister, who had had 2 kids, and she was 16. So she was on her 3rd kid, and she was almost 17, right? So one day he comes home, and all his workout equipment's in the garage. He's like, "What is this about?" They're like, "Oh, my youngest sister's going to move in with us." He's like, "The hell she is? What do you mean? We had it out, and she's struggling." He's like, they need to stay at your mom's house. So you're gonna move two and a half other people in here? He's like, "No, you're not. No, you're not." And he put his foot down. And finally, she was staying at her mom's house, blah blah blah. But then luckily she realized how crazy this all was. You know what I'm saying? And she had to separate herself from her family. And then my other friend, he married a chick who had a kid young, like 17. But then she joined the Navy. And then, so her parents had custody of her son. So she would send X amount of money a month to them. And then they had their own daughter. Well, when the kid turned like 18, they were like, "Hey, you need to keep sending us money because he's gonna still live with us." My friend said, "No. Do you know that they put an order in to get back child support from my friend and his wife, and that they started out both their tax returns got taken because the order went through?"
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah. And it was considered both of their income too. So
wow.
Steve said that's a whole show. But yeah. You know what? We can do that, guys. We can do milestone moments of manhood. I like that. Let me just.
Yeah, actually, that is really good, dude. That is good. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. And then Colin, I still need to talk to you and Jessica about a finance episode. So we will talk offline. But I was just busy. There's like I said, I'm getting ready to move down south and get the hell out of the DMV area. So
yeah, it's all good. It's all good, dude. Whenever
business. Greg says I took care of my mom for the last couple of years. She didn't deserve it, but I kind of knew that it would bother me if I didn't do it. Glad she's gone. Ha! You're better than I am, Greg. Yo, guys, if you do me wrong, that's it. Dude, I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? And guys, my mom, we don't really talk because she was just mean to me growing up, but we don't really have anything to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I have any issues with her. I just don't really have anything to say. You know what I'm saying? So, Steve says he's going through the same thing. Yeah. Brent says the hardest thing is for some admitting that your family's taking advantage of you. Yeah. Yep. Guys, like I said, this is the best thing about the red pill, guys. And someone had made a video. I think it was Angry Guy had a thing about MGTOW and how all these people are all mad at it. And this one guy goes, all these guys that are going their own way on the internet are not real men, because real men are supposed to give. They're supposed to give to the community, regardless of if it's reciprocated. Like, dude, shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's the best part about the red pill, guys. Guys, you have to be that happiest, healthiest, most successful version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Call it being selfish, call it being self-centered, right? But ultimately, a lot of guys want to be useful at some point to people that they choose to be of value to. But you can't be useful to anyone, right? If you're getting all your money, you're getting shafted by your family, you're spending money on 304s, clown world, right? And like, guys, the thing that they fear the most, that trad cons, women, whatever, fear the most is that men en masse will go their own way.
Yeah.
Because the reason why society is the way it is because there's a lot of men that are getting screwed over in jobs that they can't stand but there's a obligatory sense of duty to the community that makes men do the things we do. And a lot of guys just want to thank you. Say, hey, thanks, pal. I appreciate that, right? But we're not even getting that these days.
Every week. Before I set your bond, the request is $100,000. I have to set it. Well, I typically set it relatively high whenever a case is presumptive prison, and the nature of these offenses generally warrant a relatively high bond to give bondsmen an incentive to find you if you fail to appear for court. So, is there anything that you'd like to say about your bond? Not about the case itself, but just the bond. And the things I like to know.
I just need to know about fighting for my kids.
She has kids, guys.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
I basically just gave them all the information they need. I promise you, I was laced. I've been in intensive care for 5 days. I was laced with a drug that not doing nothing. My name is just there. I'm fighting for my kids. I would have never done nothing like this to somebody. I promise you.
Okay. Tell me how.
Shut up.
I would not have run her in any of that.
How old are you?
I am 40 years old.
She's 40 years old. Guys, black does crack, dude.
So did they lock her up for that horrible Ghostbusters 2016 movie?
Right? Yeah, Leslie Jones, dude. Yeah, you're right.
I have a chronic illness. Will have to be in hospital. I'll fight my life. I just want to forward.
Okay. Where do you live?
The jail.
North Ash Street.
In El Dorado?
No, I live in Wichita, Kansas. My daughter's fighting brain cancer. I'm a mother.
What did I just say?
Everybody's got cancer.
Everyone has cancer. You get cancer. You get cancer. Everybody gets cancer, right?
My best friend's mom has died of cancer.
Okay. Do you have a job somewhere?
I do work.
Where do you work?
Hello? Can you hear me?
So many pictures in
Yes.
SNL.
I'm a manager there, ma'am. I'm not no violent person. Everything I do, I have to do independently through my kids and everything. I'm not no person be on the street. I was late. I was at the scene. I was in a car. It was.
What are you talking about? Guys, if the girl on the upper left were to lose about 15 pounds, you know what I mean?
Oh, I almost said the same exact thing.
Yeah.
A pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
You know what I'm saying? She can get it now. I just wouldn't take her anywhere.
She's got those frames you love so much too.
Hey, you know what? This just means that she's probably a demon in the sack. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Forced to drive this car off because they were all on drugs.
Meanwhile, you got Zack Ryder Jr. down here.
Yeah.
Just staring.
I don't want you to talk about the case.
I have a court date Friday for my
Shut up.
kids. If I'm not at that court date on Friday, then
Oh, she's got a court date for something else. You're cooked.
Terminate my rights. I got 2 little boys in state custody that I'm fighting for. I have a daughter with brain cancer.
Okay. You need to write that all down for the jail because they can try to get you logged into a Zoom hearing so that you can appear for that if you don't make
Yeah.
What about the man talking to the DA telling them that I had nothing to do with this?
Judge Nurse Jackie down here isn't having any of it.
Nope.
I don't know anything about that. I just
talked to a detective. He says,
And I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues. I'm extremely distraught. I feel like my whole life is ending.
Talking to the DA.
Okay.
Right.
His name was.
That's why I got
Chandler.
And I'm going to tell Jim Watts. We're going to send him a message to get out to the jail to see you as soon as possible. Right now, I am going to set the bond at $100,000 cash or surety. Jim Watts can file a request for this case to be heard in front of Judge Ricky sooner.
How much money do I need to get out of here?
But right now, if you are a criminal history B and you're charged with a level 3, there's enough allegations here and information for me to be concerned that we need a significant bond to secure your attendance. All right, I've set a bond. I've given you an attorney. You have a judge assigned. I've given you a court date. Is there anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Time is that court on August 12th?
It should be.
Yes, August 12th at 2:30. Mr. Canfield.
See, your little performance didn't work. Did it?
Is there an affidavit that's filed in Ms. Scott's case?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Amy, can you?
So there's sack rider, and this guy is back rider.
See that I get a copy, and Judge Ricky gets a copy of that.
Yes.
And
I'm going to attorney right here.
Shut up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Here we go,
Ms.
guys.
Paddock.
Shaft rider.
Okay, so guys, there's one group of people that I can't stand. It's drunk drivers, dude. I can't stand them. And this chick here, right here. Let's see. Huh?
Best friend, and I know she deeply. And this is what I was charged with. I have been through hell, and we are just trying to make up for lost time. And not to mention that she's my best friend, and I know she deeply depends on me. And if I'm not there for her again, I don't.
Doesn't this sound familiar, guys?
I got 2 torn rotator cuffs.
Now, guys, who do you think this chick's gonna say has cancer?
Is her best friend's
guys,
mom?
Make sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. I appreciate that.
I don't know if we can reconcile a relationship because we both been through hell, and it's been so hard on both of us.
And this matter comes before the court today on an allegation that Ms. Fitzgerald violated the court's order of probation. Thus, Ms. Donnelly, why don't you lead us off?
Angela Donnelly with Kent County Probation. The matter before the court is Kelly Fitzgerald. Kelly Fitzgerald was sentenced to probation for 3 years on November 30th, 2022 for operating intoxicated, impaired, controlled substance third. Today, she appears in violations of term 2.8 and violation term 1, Your Honor.
Ms. Fitzgerald,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Penalty I could impose on the charge.
What's that?
Are we just going to ignore the elephant in the stream up in the corner there? What the hell is going on up there?
An eclipse.
I was thinking Transformer.
On the upper right here. No, that's an eclipse. Right.
That's not a dude.
Up here.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. Well, let's hear it talk first, and then we'll see.
Okay.
That underlies your probation, which is OWI 3rd, would be 5 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections.
So she's on probation for drinking and driving.
Oh, come
on. And she did it again.
That's not my guidelines. That's just the maximum for the charge.
That is correct.
Okay.
That
Yes,
is correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
now she's a lawyer.
And Ms. Joyce, do you have an understanding as to what Ms. Fitzgerald intends to do at this time?
Your Honor, it is my understanding that she'll be entering a guilty plea today.
Okay, is that correct, Ms. Fitzgerald?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor, but could I say something quickly?
Well, you'll have an opportunity before I impose sentence. Let's get through the plea portion. The specifics of the violation today are that a violation of term 3 that you report to the probation officer monthly or as often as the probation officer may require, in person, virtually, or in writing, as required by the probation officer, in that you were instructed to report on February 6th of 2023, but you didn't report as instructed on that date. Is that correct?
No, it's August. It was in August of 2023.
Okay.
It was due to a discrepancy with Arbor Circle.
Okay, that was the failure to attend the
Which I did.
Right, or complete the substance abuse evaluation, maybe.
Which I did.
You completed it?
Well, I went there and I spent an hour with the therapist there, and I was very upset with what I was telling her, just due to the nature of the trauma that I've been through. And I told her that after an hour of the appointment, I told her that I couldn't continue with the appointment. It was an hour. I spent an hour there, and I left, and she was going to make me another appointment. Well, I left, and when I went out to the front desk, I asked the lady at the front desk, I said, ma'am, can you tell me what my therapist's name was? And she said, I don't know who you were with. And I said, I was with, I think her name is Britt. And she said, it's name. And I said, no, her name was Britt, I think. And I was really distraught, crying. I mean, Arbor Circle, I've been going there for decades. That's my happy place, and no longer is.
You think I'm drunk with us? I can't. I just have mental health issues.
Will I ever feel comfortable there? Because I was, I don't even know how to
delve too far into it, Ms. Fitzgerald. What's the, do you have a date in August for the failure to report?
I think it was 6.
Let me look on here. It was, hold on, Your Honor, because this is not my. I know on August 7th, you had a court hearing. She failed to appear on August 7th for the court hearing. And let's see.
But if she failed to appear for the court date, I think that's what she's acknowledged, and I think that that's sufficient.
That's fine, because I can't. We working off of 2 computer systems, and okay.
Is that correct, Ms. Fitzgerald?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I will accept the guilty plea, finding it voluntary and supported by an accurate factual basis. We can move on to the sentencing phase of the hearing at this time. Guidelines here are 12 to 24 months, at least it looks like on my probation violation report. I did see the recommendation to finish out the full year in jail and then to revoke probation. However, I do have a policy with everyone that's on probation to me for OWI 3rd. They stay on for 3 years. I will allow it 3 months early, but not in this case. I wouldn't have it ending. It looks like based on the date I have of the plea until November 30th of 2025 would be 3 years of supervision. So looking for other alternatives I might have here, Ms. Joyce.
Your Honor, I do respect the court's position on
there's the one right,
OWIs and continued treatment. I understand that this court, and I actually value very much that this court puts so much stock in treatment rather than incarceration. And I, as a practicing attorney in front of you and somebody who represents a lot of clients that suffer from substance abuse, that is something that I truly deeply appreciate from this court. In speaking with Ms. Fitzgerald today, this is a case that has plagued her for a very long time. This is a case where she feels that she was not rightfully convicted. This is a case that she is actively appealing. She is a person who has suffered tremendously. I don't remember if the court recalls, but when we were here for a probation violation hearing for Ms. Fitzgerald, she testified about extensive domestic abuse that she's been a victim of, to the point where she is being coerced into not appearing, being held in her home, not being
funny
able to...
how that works, huh? Oh, I was in a DV and they kept me from coming to my probation stuff. Oh, please.
I mean, a million.
And they had cancer too.
Yeah. My husband had cancer and he was DVing me too.
Different things in the court, and the court found it credible enough to find her not guilty of several of those allegations based on her testimony there. So she's a person who suffered tremendously while she's been on probation. She went through that period. Her mother died, and she's also been struggling to get custody of her child back. So through all that,
and she lost custody
she has
of her
had, I think,
kid.
some intermittent success with probation, but has struggled overall. And that is not indicative of her character as a person or her desire to become a help.
Please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Clown world.
What do you think her mother died of?
Her desire
cancer.
to engage in counseling and be a sober person. It is just merely the circumstance that she has found herself in this period of time in her life. On top of all of that trauma that she's gone through, she's also done a year in jail. And that is not an insignificant amount of time. When your guidelines are 12 to 24, it means that 12 months is sufficient, granted on the low end, for a period of incarceration. And that's what probation's asking for, and that is what we are asking for. Judge, I told Ms. Fitzgerald today of your policy. I said I cannot guarantee what Judge Rossi will do. She still wanted to admit guilt anyway. She still made that choice, but I told her that I would do everything I could to convince this court that prison is not the answer for her. And I again, with my deep respect for this court and its respect of treatment programs, I have to ask for the court to revoke her and set her free. I don't think continued supervision is necessary for her in this moment. She knows what she has to do. She knows to go to Arbor Circle. She knows to manage her mental health. She knows to manage her substance abuse. She just has to go do it. And she also has recently gotten custody of her 10-year-old daughter back. That is reason enough for somebody who has been struggling to look and pick out a new way of living. And so I don't think incarceration is helpful here either. Incarceration past this point will merely be punitive and not be anything other than that. And she certainly has been punished. A year in jail is punishment enough for the crime that she's committed, for the harm that she did our society. And I'm just asking the court to consider her differently perhaps than it has considered other OWI people with OWI convictions in the past, recognizing the tremendous trauma that she's gone through, and just release her today, allow her to parent her child, continue on in counseling and sobriety, and just give her this chance, because I think this period in this time
Shut up, Ralphie May.
has been rife with trauma, and she needs to move past it. And continuing incarceration, continuing probation, it's not going to let her do it. And I think she needs to move past it. So we're asking the court to follow the recommendation to revoke her probation and to send her home today. If the court is unwilling to do that, if the court says it's either prison or not, then of course I'm going to advocate for release and continued community supervision, because I don't think she needs to go to prison. And so I respect the court's position, and if that's still the court's position, I think continued community supervision would be appropriate, because she might be in a better position now. But ultimately, I think the right answer here is revocation and release, and I'm asking for that. But in the alternative, continued community supervision with a jail sanction that I think she's already served almost all the possible jail time she could.
Yeah, she does have 300 days of credit is my recollection from the
She has 320 days as of today, Your Honor.
320, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty well the max. Ms. Joyce, what about a program like KPEP in light of the inpatient recommendation from substance abuse? KPEP has, that available and, get you back to the community with a substance abuse treatment. It's not a dedicated inpatient facility. They're doing a lot of other things down there. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
I mean, I would ask the court to inquire of Ms. Fitzgerald because I think really that's her call. But I think again, I don't know that further programming, especially programming in Kalamazoo when she's here with custody of her child, is going to be appropriate. I think what's more appropriate, if the court wants continued supervision, then I think it needs to be here because she needs to be able to parent that child. And that's the most important thing. And if she's in KPEP, she's not going to be able to do that. So if that's the court's inclination, I would encourage community supervision here. But I mean, the court knows my position. Obviously, I won't belabor it. But
understood.
I think,
well, we don't
keeping her here is
unfortunately have great inpatient. Well, we do have our hope and the Harbor House out in Holland that are closer. That are inpatient treatment. If that's where we're going, I'm not against exploring those, but yeah, I'll talk to Ms. Fitzgerald about it. Any other thoughts, Ms. Donnelly, from the department's position?
I would ask that you go with the recommendation of the probation department and revoke the defendant.
Yes.
The defendant has already showed that she's
Donnelly or whatever your name is. Yo, you're gonna get yourself a cheer. Clown World, let's
not
go.
suitable for probation. She failed to show up for court with the order to show cause. She's been gone for a little while, almost a year. And I just feel like by placing her on probation, you're actually setting the defendant up for failure. And because we probably will be back, and then the next recommendation will be Michigan Department of Corrections.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of running out of options with the.
And I just feel like you basically, by placing her on probation, is that we will be setting her up for failure.
Yeah, in other words,
because obviously she's already shown that she does not want to do probation by being gone for a year.
Okay, I sent her down to KPEP. You think she would maybe show up there, but then walk out because the door's not locked and not complete it?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Fitzgerald, what do you have to say to me before I impose the sentence here?
Well, I would like to say that it took 14 months for my appeal to start. And I do believe that my appeal I'm going to win my appeal. And if I don't, I'm going to continue appealing until I do win and the truth does come out regarding this case. Because I'm being sentenced on something that the truth has not been came out. I was promised time served if I pled no contest by Matt Berry. I was promised time served to get out of jail that day that I pled, and that did not happen. It took 2.5 months for me to get sentenced on this charge, and my mother passed away 11 days before I got out. Had I pled and I waited for my trial the next week and had the truth come out, the outcome would have been different. I think. I truly believe that.
Well, here's my thing is I've got until the appeals court overrules the record on this case. I deal with what's on the record. You're convicted on the record. That's the reality before me. If the appeals court does vacate it at some point, you get reconsideration. But for the time being,
All right, Your Honor, may I continue, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been working with Clarissa Novak from the Grand Rapids Police Department. She's a social worker that's been put in place specifically for intense trauma from domestic violence, and how domestic violence victims have been how the table gets spun and the victim gets charged as the perpetrator, which has been done several times. And I'm talking to the women in here, and I see it every day. And I've been working with her. I've been working with her for over a year. The event that happened with Arbor Circle really messed me up, because that really was my place where I really did process a lot of things that have happened to me in my lifetime. I've obviously been staying sober because I did get my daughter back. It's summertime. I've never missed a softball game. I never missed anything to do with her. And she now is she's been back in my care, for the summer, full time. And, she also has been.
Can you describe, if I can just pause you, the custody arrangement with your daughter? Does someone else also have custody? How does it work?
Yes, we do have 50-50 custody, but I have the custody for the summer right now, and it is my intention. I've been trying very hard. My ex is getting he had a parole hearing on Monday, and he's getting out of prison. And so I've been working with Clarissa very much. I've been utilizing every single avenue I can, every single resource I can, trying to relocate to Muskegon County, so that I can be next to my daughter. I want to live right next to her, and her father and I, we have a very, very, we are co-parenting together, and we're accomplishing it. My daughter has been through hell. I have been through hell, and we are just trying to make up for lost time, and she's doing really well. She's been on the honor roll. She got.
I hope you guys have your violins out, guys. Come on.
She won her championship for softball. The only way she can is she wants to be a cheerleader too. She does both, and the only way she can do both is if I participate in getting her to and from practice. So if I'm not there, her life falls apart too. Not to mention that she's my best friend, and I know she deeply depends on me. And if I'm not there for her again, I don't know if we can reconcile a relationship, because we both been through hell. And it's been so hard on both of us.
I have no doubt. Why did Arbor recommend inpatient treatment if you don't have a current substance abuse issue?
Because when I was Arbor Circle, that's the thing, when I was talking to Britt, her name, Britt, which we didn't have a problem. We didn't have a problem with what gender she is. It was the lady at the desk. But when I get so upset talking about my past that she recommends, she's like, well, should you go inpatient? And I said, no.
Guys, isn't that crazy? Let's just say this person does have some issues. Right.
Try to get my blood alcohol content and some more stupid shit, and I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues.
Right, guys, would you want to honestly send someone you know to evade them to get any type of help or treatment, guys? Honestly, you know.
You're not listening to me. I can't process this without crying. I cannot talk to you about how badly I've been beaten. I cannot talk to you about being raped. I cannot talk to you about being kidnapped without being upset and feeling like I need to throw up. I just can't. I'm not there yet. But I've worked at it, and I've been working at it, and there's nothing more in my life than to have my life back and to have my daughter.
No, nothing. I'm just emotional. Why don't you understand that? I'm happy, and I have a very healthy life. My other kids have been influenced. This charge specifically has caused my one son to not speak to me because my cousin has gaslighted me so bad to him. But my other kids, I'm managing relationships with them. My son is in the Navy, and my other daughter lives here in town. And I'm gonna try to influence her to relocate with me to Muskegon County, so me and my two daughters can be together. And
you should have quit while she was ahead.
All I want is my life back.
Yeah, let me ask Ms. Donnelly, does MDOC refer to KPEP up in Muskegon County, the one that's up there for women?
I mean, I'm not going to be able to.
I believe so. She never provided Agent Guyton with an address.
Of course not.
So I have no idea where you're staying.
I have an apartment in Grand Rapids right now, but I'm going to be moving out.
So you don't have a place to stay.
Doing the KPEP inpatient with substance abuse up in Muskegon?
I believe they have one in Muskegon.
But I don't know how I'm going to be able to parent my daughter.
Well, I will tell you this, that, you know, without a working through of the substance abuse issue, you know, a legal regaining of your license, if you're going to be, daughter's going to be dependent on you for transportation, well, you can't very well provide that
pretty much
if you don't have a driver's license.
Your Honor, I have been through substance abuse. I have completed. I have completed successfully 3 inpatient substance abuse treatments.
Dang. Well, they obviously I didn't do any good, right? Right, guys.
Most recent and where?
The last one, I believe, was it was either Our Hope or it was Turning Point. But I've also been all through. I mean, my daughter was in foster care for 6 years for me, and I got beat up. I was the victim.
Carlos X, man, what's going on, my friend?
But then there was COVID and all that. So 6 years it took us to fight to get her out of foster care. And I completed every single anything they asked me to do was completed. I wasn't drunk when it happened. However, I did complete a substance abuse treatment for them. And my therapist, Mary Ivy Scoggins from Arbor Circle, she showed up at every one of my trials. She advocated for me. She fought for me because I was sober, and I did complete every single thing they asked me to complete.
Right. No, I don't doubt it. The key is staying sober, and you know, unfortunately,
and I've been sober.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, without monitoring you, I got no way to, you know.
Well, also, you did monitor me, and the
right.
tether. I did the full tether amount.
Yeah. No, I had you on a GPS tether, and I think I had you on the scram at one point. But did we?
No, I was on the scram.
Yeah.
Scram.
But did you successfully? I think we had to remove the scram at some point because it wasn't.
No, I wore it for the full
guys.
amount of time, a lot of time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, you know, I understand there are a lot of moving pieces going on here. I sincerely believe you need treatment. You know, and there are frankly 2 ways I can do it. I can send you to Department of Corrections for a year. They'll give you treatment between there and the parole period afterwards. You know, but you'll be doing it over at Michigan Women's Prison and on parole wherever you can get it after that. That's really going to take you out of circulation with regard to this building relationship with your daughter, etc. I can guarantee you, if you're able to do that here in the community, you know,
guys, do you think that they would sit and listen to a guy for this long? Seriously,
it's going to work out 1,000% better for you because
War Skull says, why are they letting her vent? Because she's a woman.
Touch, your daughter's not going to fault you for saying, hey, I need to do this program and complete it. It's going to make me, you know, work on some of my past issues. You know, she'll accept that. In fact, she's old enough that, you know, it'll be a benefit to know, hey, you know, if you need help, you can turn to a community resource. I don't have great resources, you know, that probation refers to for women. However, KPEP is a resource. I have sent women up to the Muskegon program before. I don't have as much experience with it as I do with their Kalamazoo facility, but I'm willing to give you a shot at that as an alternative to prison, because it's really what I'm up against, you know, when I sentence in your case. And I do hear, you know, your appeal and the other issues going on, but, you know, underlying that, I got to tell you, is you know, theme of, Judge, I'm not responsible for what happened here. And I I understand what you're saying. My turn to talk, though. That, you know, part of that is taking responsibility and ultimately saying, hey, whatever got me into trouble when I picked up this charge, I got to address it. I got to address it head on, and I got to be satisfied from where I sit, you know, that you're not drinking and driving or drugging and driving under any circumstance out in the community. Now, you know, the charge that's been picked up here and one of the basis is driving with license suspended. I have no doubt with everything going on in your life, there's a lot of demand to be driving. You may be eligible, for all I know, for
just don't drink.
You know, restricted license, but you haven't gone through that process to get it. I get it, costs money, and you know, not an easy thing to accomplish. However, that is the right way to go about it when you're on probation. So what I am going to do at this time is I'm going to the sentence of the court will be 30 additional days in jail, no credit, because
there it is, guys. 30 more days in jail.
You got so much credit. If I give you all that credit you've accumulated, they're simply going to release you from jail, and I'll lose track of you again. However, I will authorize your release directly to the KPEP program up in Muskegon. Now, the Kalamazoo program transports from here. Agent Donnelly, do you know if Muskegon transports as well?
You're muted, Agent Donnelly.
Can I withdraw my plea?
Your guilty plea?
It's too late for that.
Yes.
No, you've already pled to the factual basis.
Look at that, guys. Look at that, dude. What is going on in Kansas? This is in Kansas also, right?
Can I have a do-over?
These Kansas judges. Dude, they're not playing games, man. Oh, man.
Your Honor, may I just say one thing?
You may.
I saved somebody's life, and this is what I was charged with. I do know that I was drinking. I didn't have any.
I saved someone's life. Yeah, I was about 6 white claws deep.
Intention on driving that night, but somebody was dying in front of me, and I drove them to the hospital, and I saved somebody's life.
So you saved their life by driving them to the hospital while you were drunk. Okay, so basically, guys, she's saying
I didn't do anything. Okay, I was drinking a beer. Why can't I drink a beer?
She's a hero.
I get it. You endangered other people's lives to save one person's life, and you know that was the choice at that time. Right?
Yes.
Oh man.
Get it. Ms. Donnelly, you're still muted on the issue of transport.
Okay, I was going to say she would probably end up going to Muskegon. I'm waiting on them to, not Muskegon, but to Kalamazoo.
Oh, that's where the openings are currently?
That's where she's probably going to end up going, yes.
All right, well, if that's my only option, then it'll be the same sentence, direct transport to Kalamazoo, successful completion of the KPEP program. You have to know, Ms. Fitzgerald, you know, I'm not going to consider the appeal, extenuate, you know, all those things have already been considered in formulating the sentence. I can tell you these used to be 5-year sentences under the old probation regime. Now they've been shortened to 3 years. But the effect of that on me is every person who's an OWI third is going to get 3 years of supervision. Now, whether that's supervision in the community, supervision by the MDOC and on parole, it's going to be supervision because I view it as, you know, the demand on me to ensure public safety. And, you know.
Well, why was I told then why was I told I would get time served if I pled no contest? And that wasn't true.
Did you listen to one of your druggy friends in jail?
You know, I can't reflect on what you were told back on then. All I know is now we've got a conviction and you're on supervision based on that conviction, and I've got to treat you more or less like I treat everyone else. I consider, and I'll tell you, you know, if you didn't have the extenuating circumstances you explained today, I think, you know, I still wouldn't just cut you loose back out in the community. I would do what I've done with several other women and send you over to the Department of Corrections and let them process you with their substance abuse program over there. However, I'm willing to give you this chance at KPEP, but I'm telling you, you walk away from KPEP unsuccessfully, complete, you violate their rules down there and they kick you out, I'll issue a warrant, you'll get back in front of me, and then I'll just do that same thing and send you to the Department of Corrections. Because, on one hand, you do have a lot of these things, a very traumatic past history, all true, that impact you. However, at some point, you got to say, I'm going to address the current issues that are hammering me. And then what I'm responsible for, at least supervising you, is this operating under the influence. I've got to get to a point where I'm convinced the public's safe with you out in the community. I'm just not there yet. So
what happens when I finish KPEP?
If you graduate from KPEP, you'll remain on probation for the duration of I do authorize a 90-day early release. So with that date I calculated of November, you would be about a year from today, August of 25, eligible for early discharge from probation. That is, so complete KPEP, complete the probationary time after release from KPEP, report, keep your address current. If they tell you to go get another substance abuse evaluation, by golly, go get one, or a mental health evaluation, go get that. I will order that you complete the substance abuse programming. That's an add-on down at KPEP. They don't necessarily give it to every woman there. And I'm going to tell you right now, KPEP's not an easy program. You get women that come straight out of the Department of Corrections. No one goes there because they get a 5-star TripAdvisor review. Everyone's ordered there by someone like me. But you can put that aside. You're getting essentially the same treatment program you'd get if you went to a Beverly Hills treatment facility or anything else. The recovery material is good there. If you complete that program and then you report and do your drops and stay sober for the duration of probation, I won't have a problem with discharging you 90 days early.
How long is that program?
Agent authorize it. How long is KPEP from start to finish?
It can be up to almost 6 months.
Damn.
Yeah, can be up to 6 months. I have had women complete it. I want to say in 4 to 5 months. At a fast. They also do some job training. Other things down there. If Miss Don.
By the way, guys, she's cooked, right? But Jameson, look who it is. It's your favorite. It's Jameson's favorite judge.
Send me to that rehab program.
Seriously.
Welcome back to another video. And today we're taking a look at a custody case where the mother is just not safe enough to be around the child. She's put the child in danger a few times and can't seem to get her life together, unfortunately. Let's take a look.
Your Honor, the state is requesting that the court take note that the party, Taylor Lambert, is before the court today. The parties agree for the custodial parent, the dad here in this matter, to be named as a sole managing conservator, and for the dad to reside with the child in Dallas and the surrounding counties. The state has used minimum wage for the calculation of support, giving no credit for no additional children. The state has calculated child support in the amount of $209 per month to begin on the 1st of next month,
So he wants
April
child
1st,
support too.
2024.
Good.
The state is requesting that state medical be paid in the amount of $113 per month. There's been no request for retroactive support or dental support with court costs as billed.
What is wrong with this chick? Do you see she keeps kind of closing her eyes?
That appears to be the extent of the agreement. So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the father here in this matter. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Hunter Stafford.
Sir, as it relates to family violence, has there been any issue relating to family violence between you and the other parties to this case?
Yes, Taylor has on multiple occasions hit me in front of my child, as well as just gone off the rails in front of her. So, yes, there has been.
Has this taken place within the last 2 years?
This would have been in 2022 or last time around June. So that's so within the last 2 years.
You know what's crazy,
And just to
guys?
confirm, you stated that these issues that you spoke of previously happened in front of the child. Is that correct?
Yes, which is partially the reason why I've been keeping my child away from Taylor per CPS suggestion as well.
And is CPS currently involved in this matter?
CPS cases have been closed. Taylor has not had contact with my child essentially since the cases have been closed. So,
And was that a requirement of CPS or that your choice, sir?
That was my choice based on the actions of Taylor. So.
And how old is the child here in this matter?
She's 3. She just turned 3.
And when was the last time the mother had any visitation with the child?
It's gotta be since maybe October, November, at least 6 months.
And
6 months, guys. Look at that, man. Now, guys, this knucklehead on the upper left. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy.
Yo, don't trust him. And then Dontre here. You know, he's got a little bit of extra marshmallows in his Lucky Charms. You know what I'm saying?
And as it relates to the visitation going forward,
you got the brunette Harley Quinn up there in the center,
I
too.
know, dude. You know this chick has to be a Tasmanian devil in the sack, dude.
God.
She has to be.
are you requesting that the mother has no visitation with the child?
Yes. On one stipulation is I would let her see my kid if she would take a hair follicle test, because I know that she's faked UAs before. So, and if she can pass a hair follicle test and not fail for heroin, I mean, then.
Shit.
Ooh, for heroin.
You notice how you keep saying "my child"?
Yeah.
He's
He
not
sounds
even
like
acknowledge
304,
it.
but hey, he's doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? So it is his kid, because she's probably a junkie who never sees the kid.
All right, we'll start talking about it. But until that day comes, you know, I'd like to keep my child away from her.
All right. Would you be in agreement to the mother having visitation with the child if it's conducted via an outside agency to assist in the visitation, to monitor the
Yes, yeah. I mean, still with that stipulation, as long as she's not actively doing heroin, then yes.
And has the mother ever endangered the child here in this matter in any form or fashion?
Multiple times in multiple ways, yes.
And when was the last issue, sir?
The last issue, the last time that she she got in a car wreck with my child in the car, when her and her boyfriend were messed up. So.
A car wreck with a kid in the car, guys.
Wow.
Look at that.
And then they fled the scene of the car accident. So.
And you say that the parties were messed up. Could you explain to the court what do you mean by messed up,
sir? Intoxicated.
And are you requesting that your information, such as your address and telephone number, be withheld from the record?
Yes, please.
Yes, good.
And is that request being made out of safety concerns?
Yes.
Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court as it relates to this matter?
Other than what all the information I relayed in the first phone call is passed, yeah. And then the only other thing is that the last lady told me that Taylor said she didn't have a job, but she's been telling me for the past 2 months that she's got 2 of them. So I don't know how truthful that is on her
Why
end.
does this guy not have a lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, you just never know. He should have a lawyer.
So that's the only other thing I'd like to pass along.
About this.
Here we go.
Can you wait your turn?
Yes, I can.
All right, thank you. No further questions for this party, Your Honor.
You know what? He might not need a lawyer. She's probably going to bury herself.
Ms. Lambert, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Taylor Lambert.
Now, as it relates to the contested issue, which is the issue of family violence and the issue of visitation, has there been any issue relating to family violence between you and the other party?
Sorry to interrupt. Can I please just say one thing? Guys, please don't ever pump your little wee into a chick with a boy's name.
Yeah, oh yeah, facts. Absolute facts, dude. Round of applause for that. No
I was thinking the same thing.
No Casey's, no Taylors, no.
Never a Taylor, yeah.
Tylers. Oh, especially no Skylers. Breaking Bad taught you that, right?
All right, sorry about that. My bad.
None of those, dude. No. Man, look at that.
To this case within the last 2 years?
Yes, there has. The issue being, I was under the influence of alcohol. That was when she was less than a year old. And that's not excusing the behavior. That is inappropriate behavior. But it's something that I never hit him again after that.
Wow. Well, give her a friggin' gold star, right? Please.
I'm not sure why he is saying those things, because there was only one instance where I put my hands on him.
Can you imagine if a guy said that?
I don't understand. But yes, there was that one instance, yes.
And did you hear what the other parties to this case previously testified that you had placed the child into some very dangerous situations? Are you in agreement with that information that he provided to the court previously?
Yes, I am, and those are also in the same time frame. The one about what he said about me being with my partner intoxicated in the car with my daughter, that is false. I was by myself and I was living with my sister.
What does that have to do with anything? So, what he said about me crashing the car with my daughter in the car with my boyfriend? Well, my boyfriend wasn't there. You still crashed the car with your daughter in the car. You were high on drugs, you moron.
What I had tried to do was I only tried to leave the driveway, and I drove into a ditch, and the police were called to the scene, and I was taken to Terrell State Hospital, and I was given a 72-hour hold. My daughter was put in danger, yes, but I did not drive any far. I didn't drive far with her. I didn't go far, and I was under a severe mental breakdown.
There it is.
That doesn't excuse the behavior.
There it is, guys.
But I would like to at least have that be acknowledged.
And as it relates to
There it is, guys. Of course.
And I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues. I'm extremely distraught. I feel like my whole life is ending.
to the involvement in with CPS previously, the other parties provided that CPS was involved in this matter as it relates to the child. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what the findings based off of the investigation from CPS were?
As we could just continue as is. We would be able to make our own judgment calls.
Props on the dad for just being nice and calm. You know what I'm saying?
Like he could be able to make his own judgment calls. I would be able to make my own judgment calls based on visitation rights and custody agreements.
And as it relates to the visitation, ma'am, when was the last time you had any visitation with the child?
I have been withheld from visitation. I have been contacting him trying to visit my daughter, and I have not been able to. He has not allowed me to see my daughter. I missed her birthday because I was not allowed to be there. I spent my entire last paycheck on all of her birthday gifts that I still have. I was not allowed to give any of her gifts to her. I was not allowed to see her for Christmas, even though I asked her. My parents had asked him if I would be able to see, if they would even be able to see my daughter, and he refused. Thanksgiving, same thing. Halloween, I was still, just freshly clean, and I understand.
Garrett Grant. yeah, right. She says that she was clean. We all know she was driving, cruising down the street.
A pot smoking slut.
And you know what, dude? That's what you get for putting your willy in
a pot smoking slut.
Now you're paying for it, dude. It sucks for you, bro.
Imagine what Frank Reynolds would say.
Garrett Grant, man. Hey, thanks for the $10, man. I appreciate that.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Understand that reasoning. But as far as me not trying to see my daughter, that is absolutely 110% false. I have been trying.
All right. And as it relates to the visitation, what type of visitation are you requesting moving forward with the child?
I want any visitation that is allowed. I am willing to work on his terms as long as I am able to see my daughter. That is all I care about. I'm willing to take steps. I know it's not going to be a overnight process, but I would be willing to be supervised visitation. I'm not talking about any overnight visits for any length of time. I'm talking about just being able to meet up in a public place, even to be able to see my child.
And you spoke about the supervised visits. You would be in agreement to having supervised visits just to allow you some time to visit with the child. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
All right. And you reside in Dallas. Is that correct?
Yes.
And would you be in agreement to supervised visits to take place at at the family place to allow for supervised visits?
Absolutely. And I was also wondering if there would be any kind of counseling and mediation that we could be doing.
And do you understand that the other party has requested that information, such as its address and telephone number, be withheld from the record? Are you in agreement to that request?
Sure. Yes.
Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court as it relates to this case?
I do want to add that I have been requested by him to seek out like psychiatry and mediation and family therapy for our situation, mediation, if you will. I gave him that information, and he told me that he would call and make the appointment.
Wait,
However, that never happened.
Why does he have to call? You should call, you knucklehead.
And he asked me to do so. But I actually was working. I was working, and I have.
Why do girls talk so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine when they pulled up to the scene after she drove into a ditch, right? And they were like, "Ma'am, that there's a spoon there with a lighter," and she's like,
"No, you're not asking me. No, it's called garlic croutons. Yeah, and they're right there on the scene."
Proof of that, and I am.
Is that Parmesan cheese, ma'am?
I'm more than willing to provide proof of that. However, it was placed back on me to be able to make the appointments, and at that moment in time, I was working 40 hours a week, sometimes more.
40 hours a week. Oh, guys. Oh.
Bomba
40 hours a week. How will she ever survive? Please.
Able to take time out.
When
of my
does she
day
sleep?
for that, but that's really all I want to add.
All right, and you stated
Guys,
that you
in the chat, put the most hours that you've ever worked in a week. In 1 week, not a 2-week period. But between multiple jobs or like long shifts, what's the most amount of hours that you've worked in a week?
working. What is your current status of your employment?
At least
Are you currently
77.
employed?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
currently unemployed.
And when did your employment end, ma'am?
My employment ended sometime last month.
And are you currently looking for work?
Absolutely.
Do you understand that the state has a agency that can assist you in finding employment? Would
She
you
doesn't
like
care.
to be placed into that to assist you with looking for work?
Absolutely.
Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer at this time?
No, thank you.
No further question for this party, Your Honor.
All right, the parts all agreed to at the beginning of the hearing, those are all fine with me. Those we made the order of the court. If there's been family violence, whether it's one time or multiple times, it's family violence. So that's the way it is. I'm going to make a finding. There's been family violence. I'm granting Mr. Stafford's request for non-disclosure. He's not required to let you know where he lives. I am asking that both y'all are ordered to add an app on your phone called AppClose, AppClose, and that way y'all can communicate on that app. That will be very important, especially since we're doing a non-disclosure. Of course, anything that's on the app that you text over is recorded and can be used against you in court in the future. So make sure that you are keeping yourself with having a good conversation instead of something negative. Hang on just a second. Okay. All right. As far as what I have to do today, I have to make a decision based on the best interest of this child.
Here we go.
And obviously, Ms. Lambert, if you have drug and alcohol issues, that makes me give pause to why I should do visitation on a regular way or things like that. Unfortunately, you have some issues. Maybe you have some mental health issues too. I don't know. But I can't give you regular visitation.
There you go.
I can't even trust that you can be alone with the child at this point.
Damn.
Until you handle your issues. So I'm going to do a visitation to be supervised by by the Faith and Liberty Place on the second Saturdays of each month from 12 to 2 p.m. for 2 hours. And that will only begin after you provide Mr. Stafford a copy of a hair follicle test. I'll let you go and do a test.
Look at that,
and
guys.
then you need to provide it to him.
Guys, Jameson, guys, for the first time ever,
Yes.
we actually agree with this judge.
Somebody's
Guys,
balls
hell is
just
frozen
dropped.
over. Huh?
I said somebody's balls just dropped.
All right, let's see. Gregory says he worked 80 hours. Adam said 86 hours. Warskull said 119. Man, you must have been deployed or something, dude. You know what I'm saying? Yikes.
I'm going 65 to 70 now.
Mauser Cat says, I got one Sunday a month that I work where I only work 6 hours. I had four jobs. 61, 76, 40 hours. He says 72 hours a week, 16 hours a day all week. Yeah, 134 hours self-employed. Yeah, that's how it works, guys. People, these Gen Z. I don't want to have a nine to five. I want to have my own business, and don't realize that's more work than almost any other job. Is being self-employed. And it's funny how the laziest generation of all time wants to do the hardest thing there is. Isn't it funny how that works? Razor says 70 hours, around 12 hours Monday through Friday. Wow. War Skull says 17 hours a day, 7 days a week, did it for 3 months. Wow. Wow.
I think you can provide it to him on AppClose, or you can text it to him or something like that once you get a result. But if you're not clean, there's no reason for you to do visitation. So you'll have to make a choice of whether it's what's more important, your drug or alcohol or your child. And I think that's what Mr. Stafford's saying as well. He wants you to make a choice. And until you make that choice, there's nothing else that we can really do at this point because you're not safe around the child. You have to be able to supervise. I'm talking. You have to be able to supervise your child. You cannot do that while you're intoxicated or high. A 3-year-old can move pretty fast. And so even if you're not using anything, it's pretty hard to keep up with a 3-year-old. And so you have to understand that you need to take care of your own personal issues. If you need mental health help, you don't have to wait on Mr. Stafford to do that. You can do that on your own. And you may need to do that. It's up to you. But we can't help you with that. So there's some things that you have to fix for yourself before you can take care of somebody else. I'm ordering you into the Choices program, which is a program to help you look for work. I need you to hang around here for a minute after the court hearing to talk to the choice representative so they can give you information to enroll you in that program and help you to look for work. After you're done with that, you don't have to
Greg, yes, you have to be a demon in the sack, dude.
Come back to see me. Yes, Mr. Tatum?
Yes, Your Honor. I just wanted to confirm. You stated that the visits are to take place on what Saturdays?
Second Saturdays.
On the second. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Man,
that's the order I've made. I understand y'all may not agree with it, but the attorney general's always put that in writing for me to sign. So a copy if they have your email addresses.
I wish they would they would take the unfathomable tears of unfathomable sadness that these chicks cry when they actually lose in court, and they bottle them, guys.
You know, those tears really started flowing when he started talking about work.
Yeah. Now, guys, hold on. We have a short one, and then let me see here, and then we can switch gears here. 1 second. This is, let me see. What's this one?
Right now, the parties are.
I want to say that we've seen this one before, or there's one just like it. Guys, let me know if we've seen this one before. I remember this lady who has Abe Lincoln in her office, but this chick is trying to say that she has a new husband and can't work, so she wants more child support and alimony from her ex.
Required to each pay 50% of any child care expenses That was an agreement that they reached in their original judgment of divorce. We're simply asking that the child support provision not be 50-50, that it be pursuant to the appropriate Michigan child care formulation.
Look at that.
Calling case 2022-2134 DM, Aaron Gentry versus Peter Gentry. Today is Monday, July 22nd, 2024 at 9:50 a.m.
Court will note the appearance of Ms. McNiff on behalf of plaintiff, Ms. Thomas on behalf of defendant. This matter is before the court on the plaintiff's motion to modify support with regard to child care expense. Ms. McNiff.
Your Honor, I would just note for the record that my client is recently remarried and her new last name is Tinsman. This is really a pretty simple motion. Right now, the parties are required to each pay 50% of any child care expenses. That was an agreement that they reached in their original judgment of divorce.
This is the one. Look at this. Look at this. Huh. I was going to do this one as an individual video, but check this out.
I don't think it's fair that Eric has had to pay child support and had his driver's license suspended for a child that's not his.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Emily Bartson versus Eric Willerick. Jason Lee is the interested third party.
This matter is before the court for revocation of paternity action.
Originally, when I got pregnant, it was the date the doctor told me was the date that Eric and I were together. After Colton was.
Who got this thing pregnant, dude?
Either Pookie or Nug Nug.
Look at that, dude. Well, the guy at the bottom, you know, look at him. He's.
Well, he might be a Ray Ray, you know?
He's no Hollywood A-lister, you know what I'm saying?
Was born. We did a DNA test, and it was discovered that Eric and Colton do not share DNA. And I had only been with one other person that could have been the possibility, and that's Jason. So after Eric and I did the DNA test, Jason finally got a hold of me in January of this year. And I went and met with him and asked him to do a DNA test in my car. He did it. It came back as
wait, hold on. A DNA test in her car?
I don't know, man. Maybe maybe she had to, retrieve the genetic material, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's the same way the child was conceived, so you know.
As Jason's, I've talked with Jason, tried to get him to build a relationship with Colton, and he has not done that. The test that Jason and I did was not a legal test, but the test that Eric and I did was legal.
Okay. Why was there, I see that Colton is age 4, is that correct?
Just turned 5.
Why did you delay so long?
You know why, guys? We know why she waited so long, right?
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
That's why.
When Eric and I did the DNA test, it was in 2020 or 2021.
Did that answer his question? No.
And I had sent the court papers, but I'd never heard anything back. And I mistakenly kind of assumed that everything was being taken care of. And then when
she assumed that everything would just work itself out.
Just like a woman.
Looked again, I realized it was not. And I don't think it's fair that Eric has had to pay child support and had his driver's license suspended and for a child that's not his.
There was in this matter, you're aware that there was a support order in place.
Yes.
Okay. And I think
she had a hand in. So this knucklehead's been paying, probably been in jail if they took his license away for a kid that isn't his. And she just thought it was going to work itself out.
Under the petition, you state that there was.
Yeah, Gregory. Yep, she knew all along. Steve says, "Is she a truck driver?" Look at that, man. Oh, man. Mauser, I don't know, man. How smashed would you have to be to no way.
Was an order in place and respondent, Mr. Woolrich, failed to comply with the support order. Is that correct?
He did comply until we had the DNA test.
Which the DNA was back in 2021, is that correct?
So he stopped paying.
Yes, I believe
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to tell me, ma'am?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. And sir, you heard the testimony of Ms. Bartson. Is that an accurate rendition of the facts as you know them?
Yes, it is.
And in this matter, you have not had, is it fair to say you've not had a relationship with Colton following his birth? Is that correct?
Yes.
And as well, there was a support order in place, and it required you to pay child support, but you haven't paid, as she stated, since the test back in 2021. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
And in this matter, there was the test taken, a DNA test with Laboratory Corporation of America. It's under date of, well, I'll take the date that they did the notary. It's under date of June 21, 2021. And you submitted to that DNA test, is that correct?
Yes.
Do you have any opposition to the court accepting and admitting this DNA test report signed by Eric M. O'Neill, PhD, into evidence?
Yes.
I asked if you had any opposition, so.
Oh, no, no.
Okay, you don't. Court will admit the DNA test report dated June 21, 2021 in this matter. Anything else that you would like to say, sir, or want me to know?
No, she pretty much told you everything.
Okay. Mr. Lee, in this matter, you've not been joined at this point.
Well,
he was joined as a defendant?
Yes, there was a hearing some weeks.
DNA test report with you is not obviously proper to admit, so I won't do that. And you can testify in this case if you'd like, but I would probably, if you're disputing custody, then I'd probably caution you not to testify.
I'm not going to testify at all today, sir.
So you don't want to testify, correct?
No, sir.
Anything else further that you have, Ms. Bartson?
Not at this time.
Mr. Willerich?
No.
Thank you. In this matter, the court has heard the brief testimony in this case that, again, when the plaintiff was pregnant, there was a possibility.
Oh, dude, I don't even know how old this broad is, dude. I don't even know, man. She looks terrible.
That the defendant may have been the father. And after the child was born back in, well, the child's 5 now, so he'd have been born before that, after that, sometime in 2021.
What's up, dude? No, so the septum ring is the nose. This lip ring, I don't know what they call it.
Parties had
dumb. That's what they call it.
A DNA test report, which has been admitted as Exhibit 1 in this matter. That report that I've identified previously, signed by Eric M. O'Neill, PhD, shows a probability of paternity of 0%. The court will note that, again, this is a delayed motion in this particular matter. Typically, you have to file these within 3 years of the child's birth or you're barred. But in this case, that the plaintiff has stated that she turned in the papers to the court, and as a result, having turned those papers in, she said she was waiting for a hearing. She didn't get anything, and as a result, then she finally filed something again. I don't know what happened in this case, but the fact is, the court will find that again, there was a proper cause, a reasonable cause for the delay in this matter, not attributable to the parties, and therefore the court will proceed on the petition filed by the plaintiff in this particular matter. The court will determine, based upon the testimony and the evidence submitted in this matter, and further based upon the fact that the respondent defendant has not paid support pursuant to the support order entered in this matter previously, and he has testified as well that he's had no relationship with the minor child in this matter, that in fact the court will determine that he is in fact not the biological father of this particular child, Colton Roger Bartson, that in fact the child is a child born out of wedlock in this particular case, and the court will have to determine paternity later in this matter, as I'm not able to as a result of these proceedings. Ms. Bartson, if you would you give me what's the date of birth so that I can put that in my order?
5/18/19.
Okay, thank you. Unless there's anything else, the court will end this proceeding. I will do the order that was submitted, and you're free to go and have a good.
But he still has to go and try and get that child support taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Because child support enforcement is different. You know. Dang.
He better reboot. My Name is Earl.
All right, you guys, let's switch gears here.
That's the sound of the police.
Hey guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream. I appreciate that. Let me see here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's see. Here we are. Yes, guys, that's how we're starting out today. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm pregnant. I'm out of my mind right now. Take me to jail. It's gonna be a f***ing problem. Take me to court, bitch. I'm 19. I've never been charged with nothing.
On April 25th, 2023, officers responded to a residence following a report of a domestic disturbance.
Can I get an ambulance? Please, I cannot move my arm. It hurts so bad.
Yes, ma'am.
Please. My shoulder is on my arm. My shoulder high.
What'd you get in a fight with?
So my niece,
32, I'm in the area.
my niece is 19. I'm sorry. There's other nieces right here.
Check your patient.
I can't drink all that, so I told them to pull back around, and I just said I need a lighter, and then I was like, "Let me check your purse." Check her purse, and there's nothing in there. But
Is your glasses right there?
Yes, sir.
Is she in the house?
Yes, sir. She's drunk as ever. I got a video of her. She comes back in, and she starts beating every wall in the house. Like, I have video right here, and I'm like, okay, so I'm
Whose house is it?
This is her mom and hers, but I've been here taking care of her, and she can't stand at all. So she comes outside and she just pounds on me. She bites my face, my arm, my legs. I'm screaming, please stop. I can't move my shoulder.
So why do you think, why?
She got drunk because she had stole those and left with them because
She can't move her shoulder.
Come back and was drunk, and I said, Lily, I'm not.
Wait, so the one that's acting up is drunk and she's pregnant? Clown World. Look at that.
I don't
Is
know.
that what I just heard?
I wouldn't put it too much into what Shamey Winehouse says here.
I think the only thing that you can actually believe that she said
Oh,
is
I need 2 arms. I got fake knees and a rod up my back and 2 torn rotator cuffs. I'm trying to talk to her about it. She throws me out the back door, the door right here. Okay, so I'm sitting there, but I'm talking on the phone to her mom about her business. She starts beating on the door, and this is what I filmed to her mom so she could see the extent of it, because I let her throw me out the door. I'm not going to fuck my niece. Okay, I'm not. I don't want to, but I did swing when she bit me. Yes, I did.
Does she have any injuries?
I bit her back, and she bit my arm.
I bit her back. She went, hey, when life bites you, bite back, right?
My legs, like my mom, she was beating the shit. He won. He won that one. Sure.
So you said
They come over, we're playing with the baby. You know, I don't drink in front of a kid. Like, nothing like that. I wasn't around out like that. So then she comes over, and the sister-in-law comes over with the baby and everything like that. We're playing with the babies and the kids. Well, all of a sudden, she wants to leave with her, which I'm like, that's cool. I thought she was trying to get out of cleaning with her mom. Go help her mom clean. So I'm like, go ahead. Okay, well then I look in the refrigerator and I'm like, hey, there's only one left. And I'm like, no, you can't drink that many. You're not gonna be okay. So first of all, you're not gonna be okay, but still you cannot drink. And I didn't drink 10, so I don't like people make me feel like I'm nuts. So I'm telling her like, you blah blah blah. She comes back in. She can't stand. So I'm like, there's no point in. I said, Lily, and I was like this.
So she had already drank them?
Yeah, she left to drink them. Comes back like a sloshed. Oh man, it was terrible. Okay, so I come this way, and she throws me out the door, and I was like, that's fine, whatever. I'm but then she starts beating on the door. Okay, she keeps calling me names and saying all this stuff. So I'm filming her, and it makes her madder apparently. But I'm going to talk to her real quick. Her mom didn't see that too. Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna go talk to her.
Go ahead. But do you have cameras coming in or anybody to look at my shit? Here for EMS. It don't matter if whichever one's open, but she was locking them all and beating up against all the windows. Just her.
She's the only one?
Her window is this one right here. Like if you walk all the way this way, it's the first window on this side.
Man, you don't have a key to the...
I don't.
Come on out for me. Come on out.
No, come on
What's
up.
going on tonight? Come on, come talk to us real quick. Huh? Come on. Hey, you gotta come talk to us. There's nothing to be scared of. Come on, we gotta have your side of the story too. Come on.
Wait, what did they say she went and drank? Was some White Claws or something? You know what I'm saying? Because you said that she drank a lot. She's trash.
Okay, come on.
Or Tweakers.
Come on.
I just want to go to bed.
You can. Have a seat.
You see my knees? You see my glass?
I do.
You see it broken up?
Stand up for me real quick, okay? Put your hands behind your back real quick. No, you're not under arrest. You're not under arrest. Listen to me. Stand up for me. You're not under arrest, but you're just being detained right now, okay? You understand that? Put your hands behind your back for me.
I just want to go to bed.
Huh?
I just want to.
She just took a step out the house and all of a sudden... It's time! Let's go.
Please take my mom.
Stand up. Stand up.
Please take my mom. I shouldn't have came out here. I'm telling y'all to take my mom.
Listen to me. Stand
Take
up.
my fucking mom. I haven't done anything wrong.
Come on.
Take my mom. I haven't done anything wrong.
I didn't do anything.
Why can't I drink a beer?
How did her knees get all skinned up?
I'm not being intense.
No, don't ask.
I guess she had a long, hard day at work.
That's when she said she was the aunt or the cousin, and that's the daughter of the homeowner.
Who is this to?
Once I just said, all right, let me go check with her.
I hit her back after that so I can play my thumb, my knees.
What's her relation?
Dang. Mauser Cat says, I knew a woman who had 6 kids all taken away because she was on drugs every time she gave birth. This would stop if they all had to be paying child support. Yep. Guys, I used to work at a welfare office. There was a chick that I did pregnancy Medicaid for. She was like 26. She had 4 kids that were taken away by the state. Clown world.
To her.
I'm her aunt.
Sorry, it's the aunt. That's her aunt.
Please. I want you. I love her. I love her so much.
So far, we'll just have disorderly on her. We won't take her. Unless y'all take her, and then we'll still sit with her. No, her. This one right here.
My arms.
I need to get her out of here.
I don't think she got it on her.
Yeah, I just had to call her.
Please let me live it. I will pay the rent. I will pay everything.
Really take her to jail, please. Her Denisha's abusing me. I'm not lying to y'all. She's been abused.
Listen, look at me. She's already in the system.
Is anything?
I'm not taking you. I'll take her. I'll take her and then we'll figure out. It'll probably just be simple assault report for both of them. I doubt we're gonna do anything with both of them.
Your arm feels like it's broken. Where does it feel like that?
Pinky finger. I just want.
Sit still. Sit up or you're gonna pass out.
It just hurts so bad.
Okay, just sit up. Sit up. Come on, sit up. Sit up. Listen, I need you to take some deep breaths and
Sorry, I've never been involved with the police like this.
Well, this is the first time for everything, and it won't be the last.
You're all right. Yeah, you're okay. Look,
Nah, she's been arrested.
I don't want to go again because I'm not wrong. She's been on
Listen. Look, what's your name? What's your name?
Did you ever see Kung Pao Enter the Fist?
Yeah.
She sounds like Ling.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. That's a good movie.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
I just need you to take some deep breaths.
I can't. I've never lived with my mom my entire life. I'm 19 living. I trusted and believed her that she was going to change, so I did. I let her live. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm
drunk.
How far along?
4 weeks and I just want to go to bed.
352 in service.
I'm sorry. But my fingers are jammed and it's not okay. And my mom's not okay. I just want to go to bed. I will.
Stay with her for a second. Let me go.
See my leg?
I see it.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you that my mom has been on drugs for 25 years. I can't get her out of the house if I want to. I can't go to jail again. I've already been there once. It's not for me. I graduated high school. I'm trying to go to job. I'm trying to put shit together.
I understand.
I'm not that person. The only reason I'm so dramatic right now because it's late as hell. I've only got 2 hours of sleep and it's hurting.
Yeah, I understand.
And I'm sorry.
I understand, but you understand why you're handcuffed.
I understand that. But what I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't mean I can't. I've been dealing with this for 3 months and we just trying to get her out of my house. Okay? And I promise y'all wouldn't hit me for it.
Okay.
Just please let me go to bed.
Let's get
It's going to get all in your place.
I'm having dressed with you, Sean.
I understand.
I just want you to get this crazy bitch out of my house. She's been here for 4 days.
She's gone. She's out.
My finger is swollen.
Well,
All they do is whine and moan, guys.
Little finger
Let me look at it.
It hurts.
Let me see. Let me see.
I promise y'all I want to hurt y'all. I'm sorry.
Where is this?
I'm going to get a,
Arkansas.
Nothing for her giving me alcohol. I did not ask for.
Oh, please, they gave me alcohol I didn't ask for.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Please.
So did she give you some tonight? Yeah, how much do you think?
I don't know. But I keep thinking I'm telling you, please.
Okay.
I love y'all and I call y'all every time there's an ambulance.
Did you take any pictures?
Yeah, I took some pictures.
I don't. I'm
They
not
still can't find no ID.
We'll get it. I ain't worried about that. We'll
It's
get
in
it.
my, if I can get on Caliber, I can search her name up because I did this.
Lillian McGinnis, same as her, and that's supposedly a baby prior to
There you go.
Stephanie has been in here this whole time. Stephanie, my aunt. She has been supporting me. She's like, I'm so sorry. I know you've been going through this.
321 on B with the name and date of birth.
She can't do it. She can't do it as much as she wants to. I'm begging her, please.
Listen to me. Listen, look at me.
I understand.
No, you don't. Listen. There are a couple things that are about to happen. Okay? We're about to call an ambulance and we're going to go to the hospital.
Look at my knee.
I see it. Hey, listen.
I don't want to put her in handcuffs.
She's.
I don't want her to go to
can imagine listening to that voice.
We're gonna wait on the ambulance, okay?
Yo! Doug MPA's here. He said she can try those garlic croutons.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
He's been hurting me all. And I'm not the type to go any type of help. Like,
You want to do the report, or you want to go with her?
I'm not the type to go for any help.
I did mine based
Y'all
on
stop
last night.
laughing, because I'm telling you, I'm
I
not.
ain't laughing at you.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, I'm not the type to go for any help. Y'all understand that? I don't go to my mom, I don't go to my dad, I don't go to nobody.
Okay.
So if I call y'all and I say I need y'all's help, please believe me.
Okay.
And don't take me to jail because I need to get out of this.
Okay, hey, listen to me. All right, I need you to answer some hard questions.
I'm listening to that.
I don't think.
Yes, I am. Okay. I'm sorry.
Have you smoked anything?
No.
Okay, who did?
So,
Stephanie.
simple
My
salt
dad
report.
living earlier at 3 o'clock. That was it.
Other chick being the victim. She's got more injuries. She's just like disorderly on her.
Please, dude, give her disorderly.
No, I'll be at the hospital anyway.
Please don't take me to jail. I don't understand.
I don't know because the initial where
Hanging out, waiting for an ambulance.
I know, but every time I'm
maybe don't forget
You know what?
take this.
So, we'll just put disorderly on her. We told her to stand up multiple times. She told her to come out of the house. She won't come out of the house.
Where are your house keys? No, they can't. Where are your house keys?
I know my brother came here earlier.
You said this. The victim, so just disorderly.
Just disorderly, and she'll be the suspect for the.
That's fine. Take me to court. I'm gonna tell you all this. I'm 14 years old. I ain't never had a charge in my life. I never been gotten pulled over for nothing. I have no drugs in my house. Y'all can search my house. Take me to jail. It's gonna be a f***ing problem.
Okay.
It's gonna be a f***ing problem. It's gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna tell y'all this why. Why is it
Gonna get my blood alcohol.
anything wrong when I'm 13 years old? No, you're not taking me nowhere. No. You're hurting my fucking legs. Get off. You're hurting my legs. I just want to go home. I've never been like this before. I just want to go home. Let me go.
I thought it was gonna be a problem. I thought it was gonna be a problem, right, guys? Steve says to the dudes who walked me out of the Ozarks. Right on, man. I'm glad to be alive because you can get lost out there, man. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
No, I've never been like this before. No! I just want to go.
In the yard.
Go in the backyard. I swear to God, go inside and check on my mom. She's on drugs. Please let me go.
All right. Hey, step out for me. Come on up.
No, please let me go.
Come on up.
Miss Lily, come out and see this wheelchair.
I'm not okay.
They're gonna check you out in the hospital. That's why we're here.
Go home.
Come on.
My mom's on drugs. I don't want to go with her.
No,
You
come
don't
on. Listen, put your legs out so you can step out.
Y'all aren't listening to me.
No, we need you to come out.
Are y'all gonna take me home?
Yeah, eventually.
No, you're not. I'm so glad y'all think y'all can force females to do whatever the f y'all want to. This is y'all f***ing issue. You understand that? Because if y'all if you don't think I'm gonna take you to court, you wrong. Oh God, you wrong.
Here we go again.
Yeah, here we go again.
Take me to court, bitch. Take me to court.
We're gonna cuff folks.
Please do.
Yeah, because y'all love abusing females. Go ahead, y'all love abusing females. That's exactly what the f it is. You f***ing pricks. Go ahead, abuse me some more. I love it. Like I didn't get enough abuse when I was 20, bitch. Fuck y'all white cracker bitches on God. Fuck y'all. Because look at all the scratches on my arm. Like I'm 19 and I'll be doing this shit because I'm pregnant. Get the f out of here, oh God. Get the f out of here because y'all some.
God, this generation is cooked, man. They're doomed. All of them are like this. All of them, dude. It drives me absolutely insane.
Racist on God. Keep smiling like that, nigga, on God.
Uh-oh, she's dropping N-bombs, guys.
I'm 19. I've never been charged with nothing. My mom is on drugs. When I tell y'all I need help, I need help.
18-year-old Lillian Grace McInnes was charged with disorderly conduct business, disorderly conduct, failure to obey, and resisting arrest.
Here we go.
On the 4th of July, officers responded to a residence about an intoxicated and disorderly female causing a disturbance.
Guys, hold on. We're going to need this. Let's go.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
What's your relationship with this fella?
Best friend, roommate, we live together.
Just roommates, though. Nothing more.
No.
Dude, the homeboy's got some sugar in his gas tank.
No. How is she related to anyone here? Just purely roommates? That's her mother?
Yeah.
Okay, do you need fire rescue? No, So who else? Did she hurt anybody else? I'm not worried about Helen. I'm worried about the gentleman who's standing in front of me who's got scratches down his throat.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Of course you are, dude.
She's in the bathroom now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you guys are just roommates?
Yeah. Best friends.
Whatever, yeah. You never dated?
No.
Okay. I
don't like girls.
These are...
Guys,
why are you gay?
If that's not one of those obvious things that we've seen, right? Look at that, dude.
No.
That worked for me. I gotta ask these questions. Make sure I gotta prove that it's not a domestic relationship.
Of course.
If that makes sense.
No, not at all.
Is Helen injured?
No, I don't believe so.
Do you mind if we go check on her, make sure she's not injured or not hurting herself currently?
Yeah. It's not my house. No, is it okay, mommy?
Whose house is it?
Is it okay if they go check on her, mommy? Yeah. It's okay?
Why?
Listen to this guy.
Oh, hey.
Mommy?
Why are you gay?
Beta! Check on her, make sure she's okay.
No, it's okay. Ella cuando trine crazy, I have a problem. I have a
an Ultima? Of course it is.
I have in the Orlando. Y de Golfen ya no, maybe no one no more. Y ella crazy.
Okay, can we go check on her? Can we go check on her, make sure she's okay?
Ella es okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Ahí van. Ellos van a estar allá.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Lively. Hello. Are you Helen? Alright, no one's in trouble right now. We're just wondering. I'm gonna make sure everyone's okay.
Look at that broad. Look at this.
Are you okay, Helen? Yes. I'm not gonna touch you. No, that's not gonna happen.
Oh my God. Whoa. Yeah.
Silly Jedi. Silly Jedi.
Look at that.
No one here wants to prosecute a court. I want to hear the full story. Let's hear the full story.
Colin, Jameson, dude, I'm telling you, they're all yours. You guys are at the top of the food chain.
You know what? You asked that guy, why are you gay? I think this is your answer right here.
All right, seriously, right there. Yikes, man.
Husband, which is my father, Virgildo Antonio Soto, he bought his own ticket from San Father's daddy Father's Day, right? Okay. He has been bringing it. So she thinks it's okay to act like this. That's me right there, and that's my younger sister. Okay, we're 16 years apart, and she thinks it's okay. Cause my dad and me she thinks it's okay to act like this. She thinks that like cool because she has her own issues with her father. My father has other kids besides me. And it was one in the 80s, 87, 85, whatever the case is. Okay? And then she wanted to play cry wolf.
Okay. So she's crying wolf that.
She's crying wolf because my dad, her husband, is not here.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's what it is.
And want to make sure that if we're not going to touch anybody, right? I'm going to talk to her the same way I'm talking to you. We're not going to
She
touch
don't even
anybody.
know English. She needs a translator.
She speaks a little bit. She
lifts up a little bit and she makes you feel like she's four. She makes you feel like a cow.
And I speak a little bit of Spanish. I want to make sure that it's clear, though, on this half, that we're not going to touch anybody, right? Because it's one thing if you touch a friend and he doesn't want to do anything about it, right? I get it.
Of course he does.
You can watch the camera. I'm innocent and you can watch the cameras. The cameras in the room. That's fine. I'm innocent to proven guilty. You can watch her. You can watch it. I'm proven guilty.
Ellen, I'm making sure that we're at a complete understanding here, okay? That we cannot touch mom.
And you can't touch me either.
Hmm?
You can't touch me either.
As long as you don't touch mom, no.
Mom been touched me. And that's the problem. You can watch the cameras. The cameras are in her room. Here. The cameras
Why
in
are
her
you
hair.
crying?
Watch it.
I can't go into her room without.
Do you want me to put...
Since someone's gonna arrest the fridge for domestic abuse. Look at that, dude. Look. Oh man, look at that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
Pull up the report so we can establish just where it's going. Because it's not on me.
Okay.
It's not at all.
Sure.
Do you see this on my forehead? Do you see what I look like?
Yeah. I don't know where you got that from. Where did you get that from?
Well,
why is it? It's never the girls that we want to see dressed like this, dressed like this. You know what I'm saying? You guys remember the news anchor from the New York news on the last live? Why don't we ever see her dressed like this? That would be nice, right?
let's run back the tape.
Because you also flipped over a grill, I heard.
Whoops.
A grill after she hit me. After she come up after me.
Okay.
My mother's not a saint either. The way she would act like this because my father is not even here. She wants her residency is expired. Okay. So my mom has to get to her citizenship as well too.
We're gonna make sure that they stay separate as best as possible, right? Okay. Okay.
She wants to play this game, that's fine. Call my dad. Call my father.
Give me 1 second. Turn around for a second.
To her?
I'm sorry. Have you spoke to her?
I tried. Well,
She
my
didn't
partner's
want to reciprocate?
She's not very talkative. Well, she's very talkative, just not very talkative to answer our questions.
Just everyone on this whole block a skank. Like, what's going on? Do they just not wear clothes? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry. I'll call you back when I'm home.
You're a roommate here?
No, that's my supposed best friend, and that's her mother, the one that was doing all this, but I came here with her.
Okay.
So her car.
Why are you skanked?
Much English, just don't speak her voice.
Okay. You guys are gonna do better than that because Ellen doesn't want to listen to me. Okay? You look very upset. Are you okay? Do you need fire rescue for anything? Because I see you got a little stuff here.
I know. Like, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Upset over the whole situation? You don't want to be in the middle. I hear you.
They're just like keeping the
We're
food
gonna keep
from
them
the
separated
guy.
the best we can, right? Obviously, listen to the three of you guys. Do everything you all three of you guys to do this. I'm gonna talk to her too. With my limited Spanish and her limited English, I'm sure we'll come to an understanding. We need to get her home. Wherever home is at for her tonight.
Me and him live with her, but we don't need her driving right now.
I agree.
So this is her mother's house, so she can stay here.
Okay.
Ma'am, you mind just hanging out over there?
Hey, AJ.
Oh my gosh, guys, come on. What? Have you guys ever dropped like a Pillsbury thing of biscuits and there's that thing just oozing out the side?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Hey, AJ. So this whole passport bro thing that's going on. Guys, remember, do not ever bring these broads back to America because listen to them. They all have heavy accents, so they haven't been here very long. But look at every single one of them. They've turned into gigantic what's safe
beasts of burden.
Yeah. I mean, no, seriously, yeah. Do not bring them back to America. Like, this is what they will become. Like, yeah.
David says, "Is this even America?"
He said she talking.
I see that.
And basically even got her shit expired to be in the city.
Alright, we're not worried about it right now.
No, it's not because I'm a U.S. citizen.
Can you hang out inside for now?
No, because the chill were there talking crazy to my father, a person that's retired.
Well, our goal is to keep you guys separated. So you guys don't fight.
No, because this is what calls run back the tape. Run back the tape so I show my innocence.
Okay.
Because I'm over it. I'm over it.
We never said you were guilty of
I'm
anything.
over it.
Okay.
I have other things. Probably my own man is locked up as well too. And
Of course, she's with Nug Nug. Nug Nug's locked up in jail. You know what I'm saying? Probably talking like 5 other chicks. Collect on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Sit there and argue and fight. Run the tape back. Where's her own husband? Where's her own husband that got his U.S. citizen card? She don't even got her own shit. Her own shit. Run it back. Her citizenship expired this year.
Snitching.
This month. Run it back. I'll get it for you as well too.
Snitching.
Can you go inside and grab that for me?
What? I might go through her things. I don't like it.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's not do that.
Exactly.
Guys, there's camel toe, there's moose knuckle. What even is this? T-Rex toe.
That's walrus cleavage.
Oh no, dude! Look at that.
I can give you her full name. I can give you my father's full name. And then exactly, it's the same that's in another country because he retired. Because hot shit. Because he retired. Then I got more other kids besides me from Jersey and other places. None of them. He's been had daughters. But she wanted this, let her deal it. Well, tell my dad to come home. Tell my dad to catch the first flight home. Go ahead. My dad is in Santo Domingo. Tell him to catch the first flight home.
Where were y'all growing?
I was born and raised here. I was born in Bethesda. That's all she knows. That's what I'm saying. Run the camera back. Run it back. I can't run it back because I'm innocent.
Never said you were guilty.
That's what she wanted. Let her have it. Let her have it. Look at that bitch. Let her have it. That car right there, the trick, that's in my father's name.
Okay.
The Lexus right there, that's in my father's name as well too. This house is in my father's name as well too.
Shut up.
What else you want? You want the mortgage? You with the insurance? What else you want in his name? Her name is nothing to nobody.
Alex, debes sentar aquí conmigo. Siéntate. Me puedes hablar ahorita, siéntate aquí conmigo. Estas las bocas ahorita. Puedes sentarte aquí conmigo. Yo no tengo tu teléfono. No tengo tu teléfono.
That chair's gonna break, so she needs to sit over there.
No tengo tu teléfono, pero te puedes callar ahorita porque estás hablando con la policía. Estás hablando con la policía ahorita.
And that's fine. And guess what? There's a big camera right there. That's the thing that I'm innocent. There's a camera right there. Run this shit back. I'm innocent.
What are you talking about?
So what's the plan for the night?
Es una pendeja también que está mamando los huevos. O hijo de puta que no tiene madre también. Entre pa y pa.
She just called her mom a bitch.
It takes one to know one, bro. Your whole titties out. Cover your shit.
It's like, and now you have your moves out. It's like, well, you have yours out too. Oh yeah, Sin, dude. Look at those chairs, man. Props to those chairs for standing up. It's weird. Whatever Chinese sweatshop worker made these in these rays. And no, Steve, these aren't new. That Lexus, there's like a 2014, I think. That's an older Lexus.
Then you got Latino sack rider sitting there too.
Hold on. No, it's older than that. Like it's a 2008. Let's see. Yeah, it's like a 2008 or 2010. So, no, those aren't new.
Can we not argue, please?
Thank you.
And it doesn't matter if an Altima's new. It's still an Altima.
What is the plan for tonight?
I need her to move her from Lexus to get my car and to move my
It was much worse in there, and I took that, so just.
Is anybody here sober and able to drive? You are? Are you going to be the designated driver?
Yeah, him too. They all live together, so I'm gonna follow them.
And what vehicle
I'm gonna drive home safe.
are you guys leaving
Y'all
in?
can figure that
That's my
out.
white Honda right there.
That's fine.
Over there?
My car is over there.
Okay.
My car is over there.
So whose vehicle are y'all
Bitch, you know how
leaving?
much you want to bet? You want to keep talking shit? I'm gonna keep eating shit with your phone.
Okay.
Okay, bitch. We both drunk.
Who's
Okay,
she
bitch.
riding with?
Don't get near me, bitch.
Let's go.
It's time!
Guys, earthquake! She fell down.
Whose vehicle are y'all
Bitch, you know
leaving?
how much you want to bet? You want to keep.
Get to it. Stop.
Are you serious?
You're back.
Oh, you don't know when. And what, bro? And what? You don't know.
Back up.
I'll put it on the floor, bro. This is
Oh man! So guys, I have one for tomorrow, where this B-Dub's son gets pulled over, and of course, I should have showed that one tonight. Oh well, it'll be tomorrow, guys. This B-Dub's son gets pulled over, and of course, because he's a beta, he calls his mom, right, and then his mom shows up, and right when she steps, out of the car, right?
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch!
And then the cops are. Let's do this again, though. I want to see the fight again.
The fuck, bro? You want to break my handcuffs or what? Bring anything into it. Stop. I didn't see it.
On your back.
Oh, you don't know when. And what, bro? And what? You don't know.
Back up.
Ridiculous.
You know he's been appointed. They never even get to know what you want to do.
Come on.
That's what good day, Kenny. Is that what you wanted? Where am I?
Jail.
For a couple reasons. First one's going to be domestic battery. Second one's going to be disorderly intoxication.
So what? This kid was there. I can literally prove my innocence. For real.
I don't
Like,
understand why you
literally.
would want to go after your friend like that.
Because you could literally watch the case. Watch the case.
What are you talking about? Shut up.
Do you have anything in your pockets?
No.
Go ahead and take a seat for us.
Have a seat.
Take a seat.
Have a seat.
I'm surprised this is being so compliant.
Knees all the way in.
Please take my ankle off.
We will.
It's scratching me. It's
Whoa, wait, hold on.
It's not cutting you. Go inside the car, please.
It's cutting me right there on the side. It is.
I thought she had an actual like
It's cutting me right here.
Okay, she has a. I thought she had an ankle monitor on. I was like, wait a minute.
You're very loose. Please get inside the car. Please put your knees inside the car. Please put your knees inside the car.
He's about to close that door, and it's not going to feel good if you don't.
I hope you're happy.
Mommy.
Oh, now she wants her mom.
Ok, para la policía, tú dices lo que quieres hacer. Yo no dije nada. La policía. Ahí está la policía.
Okay, so at minimum, she's going to jail for disorderly intox.
Okay, well, I
At
have
minimum.
nothing against her.
Okay, that's what I was coming to ask you. I can't obviously tell you how to live your life, but there was a
That's my
grown
girl.
woman that
There's
just.
no problems.
Okay, she put her hands out of your throat. So I'm going to ask what you would like to do about that.
Nothing.
Of course
That's
not.
my girl. Thank you, but nothing.
Yeah, and next time she'll stab you, right? So guys, we're gonna watch a couple more minutes of this, and then we can probably pick this up tomorrow, guys, because I will be live on 50 and 304s tomorrow. Let me drop the link to that real fast. Wait a minute. Oh, guys, I found a thing today where this chick, thinks that the cop is her boyfriend who cheated on her. So she goes after the cop. The cop's like, "What are you doing? I don't even know you."
You had your ID on.
I'll drop a link to this one.
Yo sé, yo tengo que... person in the car. I think it's in Helen's car.
Tiene más juicio que ellas dos. Que ellas dos juntas. I just need to make sure that's actually. This is actually Helen's car. Helen's car.
Of course.
It's registered to her.
Ella no move, aunque
304.
ella no move, I need bloque. Is there any other bag in there, like a small empty bag?
Dale tu licencia.
Yo creo que lo tengo en el
I think that's her car. If you could grab it for me.
It should be in a, like a somewhat kind of pink.
Ma'am?
This one? No.
What's your name?
It should be somewhere in the front.
My mother, my daughter.
Do you need snow, girl?
Miss Walsh, do you mind giving my partner your phone number, please?
Ma'am?
Over here.
What's your name?
Alexa. Alexis.
Seven by number just out of this call.
What's your date of birth?
Mommy, please. Mommy, please. I hate my dad. I don't want to
little girl. I promise I need my father. I don't want my dad. Please, I want my dad.
Telling you guys, they're like children.
Please, I want my dad. I want my dad. I want my dad. I want my dad. Please, I want my dad. I want my dad. I want my dad. I want my dad. I can't breathe. Please.
Isn't it funny how they can yell but they can't breathe?
Please. I'm having to ask my dad. Please. 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 I'm having to ask my dad. Please. Please, Papa. No. Papa, I'm having to ask my dad, please.
All right, you guys, we're at the 3-hour mark, so I'm gonna shut this bad boy down. Guys, I have a couple of videos dropping tonight, guys. So I'm starting a new series of chicks trying to compete with dudes in sports and getting owned. So the first video is dropping here in a little bit, guys. And what's crazy, guys? I put a comment on a clip from Rampage Jackson's podcast, and this guy was like, "Hey, dude, I'm subscribed to your channel. Look at that." It's pretty cool. So, yeah, Colin, Jameson, any closing words? Oh, guys, seriously, we have a Discord, guys. So I dropped that in the chat. I'll drop it again quick, guys. Check out my second channel, 50304s, guys. I did drop the link to locals. I'll be live over there. I'll also be live on 50304s tomorrow, as usual, at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. And yeah, Colin, Jameson, closing words.
Yeah, no, I think honestly, yeah, no, really, I think the same thing I said. Was it not yesterday, but the day before on your stream? Seriously, dude, these female creatures. Why? Like, I'm seriously reaching a point where like, dude, why do we even allow them to drive cars anymore at this point? Like, I don't get it, man. There's something seriously wrong,
but
dude.
the very fact that they can vote to send men to wars that they will never have to fight is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
It really is. If you think about that, guys, right? So, all these chicks are the ones who want to talk about the both of the conflicts over on the other side of the world, right? And how we need to this and we need to that, but they're not the ones going over there having to have a rifle, and you know what I'm saying? So that's a big talk. This is the same as a chick who feels like her honor's been slighted, so then she has to call her boyfriend over to try and fight Big Butchie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's not the one that's to worry about getting stomped out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, guys, get your money game right. You know what I'm saying? And just the scariest thing for society is men being selfish, self-centered, going their own way. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Guys, I have 2 videos dropping tonight, so check those out. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.